Akiva need a podcast, and they need your help. Can you make it onto the wheel? Rob and Akiva need a podcast. Yeah, they'll buy or sell your ideas. They'll talk about it till you've got it, you'll bill. Every weekend, better attend. You can guess what will be coming on next. Rob and Akiva need a podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Rob and Akiva need a podcast. The theme song is back this week because it's episode number 309. And we're going on a ride along. If you want to go and take a ride with me, get a call from Uncle Keeve. Here he is. Uncle Akiva Wienerkur.
I do miss you singing, but I mean, I'm happy the theme song's back, but it was fun when you were singing it.
Yep, we had fun last week, and it was only a couple days ago, I think, from like 5 days ago when we recorded our podcast. That was What's My Age Again, and we got a lot of good feedback on that one. We had a lot of fun. Thanks to all of everybody that jumped in, and everybody that listens and comments. Everybody else that just didn't say anything. I don't know, a little passive aggressive, if you ask me, Uncle Akiva.
Mm-hmm. It's a little rude.
Just listen, didn't say anything.
Rude. It's rude not to help us. We're asking for your help. It's rude not to help us.
Okay. All right. So we are going to be hearing from some more listeners this week, as this is, I would say, maybe the spiritual successor to What's in My Fridge, Rate My Fridge, where people are going to call in and they're going to be at work. And we're going to see what's going on at people's workplaces. It is recording time. If you're listening to this, things may have changed since we recorded it, but it is 2:10 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, December 4th.
Yeah. The only thing about saying the time and date is, like, if we ever said anything offensive and we don't say the time and date, we'd be like, well, we recorded it a long time ago. It was a different time and place, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The world was different, but now we're sort of pegging us into, like, Thursday.
But if we make a joke about a celebrity who happens to die in between now and Saturday, when you are hearing this podcast, we did not know.
We didn't know. Had we known, we would not have said it. If they did die, maybe like Thursday afternoon, assume we are not. I'm not on Twitter right now. I'm not checking.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody saw it, like, give us at least an hour or two of notice before we do something like that.
Okay. All right. Akiva, how's your week going?
Week's going good. Excited. You know, Thursday night is really my Friday night because we're a Sunday to Thursday work week.
Thursday night is really your Friday night?
Yeah, like our work week is Sunday to Thursday. So if Thursday is the end of the week, and then it's like,
so you
all
say
right,
TGIT.
You say TGIT, exactly. And then, like, the best way to unwind is, like, hear about other people's work. It's a busman's holiday almost.
A busman's holiday, for sure. Okay. And we're going to hear from all of our listeners. And then do we have anybody who's ready to go?
I think in 1 or 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I guess somebody's here.
Here we go. All right. So I'm going to guess what everybody does, is what they told us. So Chris, the PR guy, is here. So let me take a guess at what Chris does. I just have to guess what the PR stands for. So this is, I guess PC repair would be PCR, right?
Puya's, I can't think of the R. I'm in public relations. What's up, guys?
Public relations, Chris. Okay. All right. So, Chris, this is great to hear from a public relations person. Is that you have a Mets towel behind you?
I do. Matter of fact, Kiwi gave us like a half-hour notice would be on video, so I decorated my home office. Unfortunately, not in the real office today. Kiwi, this is how you do it in 7 minutes. I've got the FAN towel. I've got Let's Go Mets. I've got Jeff Probst's face right over there.
Okay. Do the Mets need any PR help?
With Uncle Stevie, I think he's doing a great job. I'm not worried about the Mets. I think they might have needed help in the Wilpon days, but we're well past that. I think we're good.
What about when these articles come out and say Francisco Lindor is not getting along with anybody?
It's funny. So I do a lot of sports PR, and what I tell my clients that are actually like they have athletes that are kind of under their purview. Athletes are going to do what they do, and
Yeah,
they're going to
because
talk
Chris, what do
with-
I do if like there starts being like some article comes out, it's like, oh, this podcaster is actually not getting along so great with other people. This podcaster is a little standoffish and kind of does his own thing. And
the podcaster signed a $750 million contract and doesn't really want to be anybody's friend.
That's an easy one for you. You would go to Mike Bloom, right, and you would talk to him, maybe on background, so it comes from a source. That's not
source
named
close to
directly
Rob
to you. And give
podcast
your
said that,
yeah,
Rob's
just want
aware
to
of
see
the
your side of the
problem,
story.
but
so Mike Bloom, we can sort of plant stories at Parade Magazine. Is your suggestion? I like
That's my suggestion. Yes,
That's
I like it. That's good.
okay.
Yeah.
So Chris, are you you work from home?
I work from home. Yeah. Well, I work for an agency called the Martin Group. My purview is mostly in sports, some other things too. I'm in a home office here outside the Albany, New York region. And I go in the office like probably half and half.
Yeah. What kind of PR work do you do?
Right now, I'm doing a mix of like nonprofit education and sports. So like, for example, this morning I was at WNYT, which is a NBC affiliate in Albany.
Sure.
And we had a live to tape spot promoting a holiday movie series that M&T Bank is putting on. It's like free for kids, free for families, downtown Albany. It's going to be awesome all month long. That's more of the regional stuff.
It's not the Bills holiday touchdown movie, right?
The Hallmark movie? No. Most of the people, I will say, our agency is based out of Buffalo. I work with like 99% of Bills fans, and they know this. I'm a Jets fan. I can't do it. I can't do it with the Bills. So thankfully, this is Muppets, Elf, like the hits.
Yeah. Okay. So Chris, we want to know what it's like to see people's work. Okay. But now you're working from home. So I feel like that maybe your workplace isn't going to be maybe too like off the wall or anything like that. Right.
No. And, generally it's quiet. Like PR, you are writing a lot. Even when, we have 12, 13 people in the office at a given time, where all our computers are jamming away. Writing press releases, on the phone with media, stuff like that. Man, I could have gone live with you guys from NYT earlier.
Yeah. Listen, timing is everything, but that doesn't matter to us. Now, how about, Chris, could you give any PR advice to Uncle Kiwi and I?
You guys are doing awesome. No, I don't have any PR advice for you. I mean, Rob, depending on what happens with the traders, we might want to talk later, but
what do you think? Like if it goes bad, like
if it goes bad, then you want to get Mike Bloom on the phone and start seeing some stories.
Offend everybody on the traders?
I'm not worried about that with you.
Yeah, but do you do any crisis PR? Like, what if I happen to like, oops, I did. You know what? I wish I could take that back.
Yes,
because I can edit the podcast.
Well, that's good.
But if I say like, hey, can you edit out the part where I said this?
When I do more, we do some crisis PR. I mean, that's a big part of public relations. I do crisis trainings with clients quite a bit. So like, try to get their executives in the room, run them through the hardest, like realistic scenario I can, make them sweat a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The idea is you want to get your swings in the cage before you go live in the game.
Yeah. Chris, would you call this like war games? Like, could you prepare Akiva and I for like some disaster scenarios? Like, what if one of these next guests that we bring on, it goes horrible?
I would love to. Yeah, I would run you through like a 3-hour, like
3 hours. Well, I was thinking, what we could do right now.
You want to do one right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do rapid fire.
All right.
So what's this, Rob? Could you give him like a specific scenario? What did the guests do that got us in trouble?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of feel like that Chris needs to throw the scenario at us, and then we have to like our role playing.
Got it. All right, so Chris, give us a scenario.
Chris is the expert on these war game scenarios.
A guest comes on, they do something offensive that gets us in trouble. What happened?
Well, that's my question to you because I'm putting you through the training, right?
So let's say then you want me to come up with a scenario. Okay,
I've got one here.
Okay.
A short out of context clip from a podcast. Your podcast goes viral on TikTok and X. In it sounds like one host says something wildly inappropriate or controversial, but it was actually part of a joke later in the episode. So here's the thing. fans are split. Cancel them versus this is clearly a joke. It's going all over X. Rob,
Yeah.
what's your first thought here?
All right, we dunk on this person like, hey, idiot, listen to the whole podcast. We're clearly making a joke, moron.
Mm-hmm.
And how's that going to go over with the cancel them crowd?
We were joking. We made a joke.
They have
Maybe
good
the
sense of humor,
joke
the
was
cancel them.
inappropriate, but like,
Yeah.
if it's
Well, I
something
think
that-
we were clipped like we were saying something good. Like we said, hey, this movie was from the 1880s. Women shouldn't vote in this movie. And then they just clipped me saying women shouldn't vote. And then we're in trouble, you know, something like that.
Yeah. So what you want to do here is, so crisis communications is all about time and getting on it quickly and getting your side of the story out there as quickly as you can. Because the problem is that space, right, is where like people can fill the void for you, set the narrative. You know, the guy who was the company CEO was at the Coldplay concert, caught on the Kiss cam. Yeah. And his company didn't put out a statement for like 2 or 3 days. And in the meantime, people were putting out fake statements from the company and the media were picking them up, kind of assuming they were real. So what you want to do is you want to truncate that. You want to get in front of the story. That's why they call it getting in front of the story. So you can get to brand repair as soon as possible. You want to tell your side of the story so other people don't tell it for you. And then you're moving on to reputation repair.
What if you just ignore it and just don't address it?
Hope it goes away, like most problems.
And then because if you just act like I'm not canceled.
What, never acknowledge it? Is that a strategy, Rob? Should we just never acknowledge it?
What do you think of that, Chris?
No, I don't like that at all. Because then, you know, like Tyson could go on his podcast. He could say, "Here's my chance to make up some market share on Rob. Like, I'm gonna dunk on him and make him look."
Tyson's gonna do that.
You know, listen, in my scenario,
like, hey, I heard Rob does podcasts where they say women shouldn't vote. No, we just said it now. What if it goes?
Now
goes viral?
we keep saying women shouldn't vote. It's a problem.
Well, now I'm part of it, and now I've got to start thinking about how I'm going to respond.
What are you part of? What are you part?
Shouldn't vote.
Yeah. Can you say that, Chris? Can you say men shouldn't vote?
No,
it just has a joke. You don't mean it.
You don't mean it. No. I'm just curious if you know how to say it.
How I know how to say it?
Yeah,
men shouldn't vote.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're
as
on.
Much.
They should vote.
Yeah. Much. They should vote less. They should vote less. Maybe once every 4 years.
Yeah. Okay. So Chris, are you trying to manage working from home with also anybody else living at your house?
Yes, we have an 11-year-old. He's a big fan of you guys, by the way. And my wife, who works from home, like, yeah, he loves you guys. Although I told him yesterday I'd be on the podcast, and he was like, "Okay." I was like, "Are you kidding me? I thought you'd be so excited about this."
So maybe he likes us, doesn't love us.
He's, you know, in the year 2025, it's tough. He's got a doctor's appointment today, his annual physical. So I've got to hang up with you guys, go pick him up from school, bring him to the doctors. You know, it's just like when we were kids.
I wish my parents had made my doctor's appointments during school. That actually is kind of a baller plan for the kid.
It's not a thing that happened when we were growing up, right? Like, we're all New Yorkers, and I think probably the same age. And like, I don't remember my parents ever taking like a minute off of work
after school, right? Yeah,
weekends after school, But we're managing. I mean, you know, we have the communication.
So, how did your 11-year-old son get involved with listening to Rob as a podcast?
So,
or RAANAP specifically?
RAANAP specifically. Well, I would listen to it in the car on Saturdays on the way to. He has guitar practice, like 25 minutes away. And I would just have like RAANAP episodes on in the background. And he got really into the TV theme song bracket.
Wow.
Which made you guys are dunking on the X-Files. My wife is a huge X-Files fan. So I was like, you guys got to hear this. And he was hooked from there. So we listened to episodes in like 25-minute chunks.
Wow. Do you think this is our youngest listener, Rob, or do you think there are other listeners out there?
Maybe. I've tried to play the show for my kids, but then I don't remember if I ever said anything like talking about them on the podcast. I've turned it off, but they don't seem that interested.
Yeah, my son's also 11. I don't think he would listen. The only way he would listen is if he think we like said something inappropriate or something like that. You know, something funny that he could like.
Yeah.
You know,
should we do like an episode where we let my kids and Akiva's kids just like we turn over the reins and we try to bring in a young audience? Like we bring in, try to get like Gen Alpha listening.
I mean, you could have your kids interview adults, right? I mean, like
kids interview adults.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Should they interview other kids?
Yeah, I never thought about that of letting my kids interview somebody.
Like, hey, Dominic, I can't really do the exit interview today. Can you just hop on and maybe
yeah, do you want
ask
to
them some
interview
cues?
me? Okay, that's interesting. That could be good.
So this is our PR strategy. This is what we've gotten so far. Have our
Okay.
kids come on the podcast and interview other adults.
Yes, and what to do if somebody says something really controversial.
Yes, and then how to basically get back at the. Should we, if someone says like, "Hey, Robin Akiva said this," should we
But it's a
use
lie.
But it's like out of context. Like we did say it, but we didn't mean it. Should we use AI and put like worse things in their mouth? Like have it them like, "Hey, they said like Robin Akiva said women shouldn't vote," and then like we have them saying something even more heinous.
I mean,
Is this a
that's
public
the first.
figure that's trying to cancel us, Akiva?
It's probably not. I don't think it's a public figure. It's probably like a hater, like listener or something like that.
No, that'll blow back on you guys. What you do is you have the receipts, you put out
You
the
don't punch
full
down.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you flood the zone. You put out news through Mike Bloom of like all the good things you guys are doing. So when someone Googles you, the first like you'll have this thing that was taken out of context, and you'll have like a whole host of good news, right? Because
Oh, okay. So really, we're doing a lot with Mike Bloom. So Mike Bloom is writing up just like in general. Do we have like just like a backlog of like positive stories that Mike Bloom is writing about us, and just have that like flood the zone, or does that have to be specifically about that incident?
anything that is positive that brings positive light to you guys doesn't just have to be Mike Bloom. I'm sure you have other contacts, right? And
Other
you don't want to
people.
like skirt the
Yeah.
ethical journalistic ethics of Mike, but you want to flood the zone with anything positive. So when people are like Robin Akiva, and they Google the whatever the controversy is, that you have just like a wellspring, like a full bucket of good news.
Yeah. Can any of the listeners write some more positive articles about us? Positive media.
Yeah. What if we did like we like raise like probably a tiny amount of money for charity or something like that. But like Mike could write, we could sort of launder like Mike will write an article like Robin Akiva raised. He doesn't say how much. It's like they did a fundraiser for this charity. And then it's like, hey, we're good. And, we do things like this. And we just have 4 or 5 positive articles in the hopper at all times. I like this.
Oh, I have it. I mean, I would pitch you something right now. If you want a day in the life,
What do
I
you
can
got,
pitch you.
Chris? Give us a pitch.
All right, here's a pitch. One of my clients, National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Rob, you're aware of Life of a First Responder. Your dad
Sure.
was a police officer, right? So, this is half baked. I haven't even brought it to the client yet, but I'm thinking like there are so many survivors that have been firefighters, right? Mike, Joe, Jeremy, Tom Westman, and it's we have the 25th anniversary of 9/11 coming up. National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. They give out like $500K to students of fallen firefighters and scholarships and have other support programs. They manage the Fallen Firefighters Memorial down in Maryland, funded by Congress. I don't even know what this looks like, but the survivor community and NFFF together could do so much good. Some kind of like I don't know, a comedy show for charity, or like a Rob has a podcast event, but coming up with it on the spot.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
think
would
we
pitch
need.
to
Yeah,
you.
we need to get like one of those guys. Really, I think. That's really the connective tissue. Like, I think we could raise awareness for it. But I think that like if we got all the survivor firefighters like starting their own virtual firehouse.
That would be. I mean, that would be amazing. Yeah, and so many of them were in the tri-state area.
I like it. I didn't even think about. I didn't even. We're doing charity today. Mike Bloom, write another article. We're thinking about charity.
Okay. Chris, anything else that's interesting about your world of PR that people have misconceptions about that you want to set the record straight?
PR is awesome because every day is different, right? You might have, I might be pitching like a new product alongside, the sporting event in Houston at the same time managing a crisis. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for people who can't deal with rejection, because we get it constantly as part of the job. But it's fun. And I would say if anybody's into communicating and they know how to write and write well, public relations, man, it's a path for you.
Okay. Now, you have to travel a lot, Chris.
Sometimes I don't travel a whole lot. I like to stay close to family, but I will from time to time travel, to New York City I covered a racing event in Austin, Texas last year, like from time to time, but not a whole lot.
Okay. Akiva, you think you might like PR?
I think I'd be good at PR. I think I'd be a good spinner, but I don't know. It's my problem is I think I'd like the client would come on and be like, "Oh, Akiva, you won't believe what I did," and it's like, "Oh, you blew it. You had such a good thing going. Your career was on fire."
But not
I
everything
would,
is like crisis PR, Akiva. Sometimes people are
yeah.
doing good things that you're trying to promote.
So I'm trying to promote good
Publicize.
things, but I feel like I'm a little bit too much of a hater. I'd be like, I'd like speak to the New York Post, but but actually, I'm kind of handling
On
most of
background.
it. Yeah.
Like,
But
Person
Akiva,
close
you
doing
get
the
pitches.
Wienerkur reports.
You get so many pitches that you kind of like, what they look like. So I think you'd be good at pitching, and clients need.
Oh, well, maybe go to the Mets. We need that.
We do need that. We have Devin Williams, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So set up to Diaz. Let's bring him back.
Yeah. All right. Do they still do the Rolaids Relief Man of the Year?
They still have
Rolaids?
Rolaids.
Is Rolaids still around?
Is Rolaids still around?
Because I was thinking of the firefighters, and it used to be like that they'd have like commercials where it's like, oh, there's a fire, and then the Rolaids Relief Man would come in a fire extinguisher, like John Franco.
ROLAIDS spells relief. No, they
Yeah.
stopped it 12, 13 years ago.
Can you still get Rolaids?
I'm sure. I'm sure you go to CVS and they're still in like that little foil pack.
It's got an is, not a was on Wikipedia. That's a good sign. It did get recalled in 2010, but
oh yeah,
you weren't involved there trying to spin the Rolaids recall.
I think Tums is still going strong. I don't know. Does Tums have better PR than I guess?
Rolaids, they had a better commercial. Tums.
Yeah, but Rolaids I think went all in on like relief pitchers, and baseball maybe not as popular as it was back then.
Yeah. What should they go in on now?
That used to be the award, I feel like, for the best, like the Cy Young of relievers used to be like the Rolaids Relief Man of the Year.
Should we start giving out awards?
I think John Franco probably has a couple of Rolaids Relief Man of the Year.
Should we just give out random awards? People will like.
I mean, isn't that what Chester does?
Yeah, he does do that. That's true.
John Franco's a two-time winner. Yeah.
Who is the final Rolaids Relief Man of the Year?
Jim Johnson in 2012, according to Wikipedia. Who knows if this is updated or not? And Craig Kimbrell in the National League.
Mariano Rivera probably got a bunch.
I don't want to talk about that.
You never see anybody with a pack of Rolaids.
I don't know that we're the demographic for Rolaids. I got to be honest. I feel like that
we're too young.
Yes, I think we're more. I think we're more in the Tums age, which is probably like the 25 to 54 demo, and then like 54 plus is probably Rolaids.
Yeah. See, I kind of feel like that maybe it's just maybe too chalky.
Very chalky.
Tums, they had like fruit flavors. I don't know if Rolaids ever got into that.
Tums.
Okay.
I didn't like that commercial.
Well, Chris, anything else you want to tell us?
Just a plug for WFAN. I used to work there. I worked there for like 7-8 years, and
do you have any dirt
on?
Yeah, you have any dirt on what's going on over there? That is Craig Carton coming back?
Craigie, all signs point to yes. Craig is a great guy. I worked with him very closely for a long time. He gets a lot of flack publicly, and he's been through some stuff, obviously, but he is a great dude. Matter of fact, he announced our son's birth on the air before I even told my parents. So I'd like run down the hallway in the hospital and call them real quick.
And BT and Sal, they'll land on their feet, right?
They'll be fine. Sal will still be on SNY, I'm sure. He does a great job there. BT, there's always a job for BT. It's behind the scenes guys you feel badly about, but Craigie's a great radio guy. He'll do an amazing job in the afternoons. He's one of the top radio guys in the country.
He knows what he's doing. He's a provocateur, but you need engagement.
You do. You need engagement. He's going to be great in the afternoons.
Can't be boring.
And FAN now has like a killer lineup from 6 to 7, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And there's that. And then the other thing I'll say, and I
Are you
won't take
doing
up too much of
PR
your
for
time.
WFAN right now?
You're plugging a 60-year-old
That's
radio
our competitor.
I'm
We're
not, but I
competing
guess
for
I
the
kind of
same
am.
eardrums.
Listen, that is the power of good PR, right? Like if you do a good job over time, other people will do your PR for you and not even know it, like I was just doing. So,
Yeah. Okay.
and the last thing is, and I'll be quick, Kiwi, I got a bone to pick. I've been throwing bangers your way in the mailbag, and I haven't heard any of them. And so,
I will
I'll
read
maybe
a
Akiva's
resubmit
reaching
them.
for the Rolades right now.
I will read maybe we'll do an all Chris the PR guy mailbag and we'll see how it goes. But I'll do at least one Chris idea
You can
later.
give
and
us
we'll
one
see.
Chris.
But
pitch
Rob, you
right
have
now.
you have to tell me the banger scale from 0 to 5.
Okay.
Bangers,
All right.
if they were
Well, I
bangers.
have to give the scale.
I'd rather do it when he's not here. I feel like
This is good. There's more pressure to do one while he's
more
here.
pressure. Okay, now he said it's a banger. I'm going to read his most recent
Mhm.
one from Chris the PR guy. It's called Rob and Akiva Host Thanksgiving. So I assume this would be for Thanksgiving 2026
A little
at this
late.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, another idea for a non-canonical here. Bring on a guest or two for a Thanksgiving themed snake draft. Who can build the best Turkey Day experience? Let's find out. I propose drafting 6 categories: main dish, starch, vegetable, dessert, afternoon activity, and what's on the TV. Possibly also what time is dinner. Person on the clock can draft any category they'd like. You just have to draft.
So
all
with the
6
first
categories.
pick, I could take 4 o'clock, and
You could take 4 o'clock, or you could take the Westminster Dog Show.
or I could take the turkey.
You could
I
take
think
the
I got to
turkey.
go turkey number 1. I feel like that 4 o'clock might fall in the draft. The yams could fall.
Yeah. This lends itself well to banter and gamesmanship, and the RAANAP community vote on who drafted the best. My only problem with this idea, Rob, you like this idea?
I'm not sure. I think it's more of a 32 fans idea, to be frank.
It's more of a 32 fans. My only issue with the idea is I feel like it's been done many times. Like this exact
not a draft where you draft the time of day you eat the turkey.
Maybe not the time of day, but definitely like a draft where you draft like Thanksgiving food has certainly been done. But yeah, maybe if you include the time of day and what's on the TV, maybe like you draft like also like a relative or something, like crazy uncle or I don't know.
Who are you sitting next to? Yeah, I mean,
you know what would be good, Chris? If you actually that should be a live draft, and then you're drafting the stuff that then you get like I'm taking the turkey with the number 1 pick, and everyone's like, oh, I was gonna have the turkey.
My wife tried to pass stuffing off on me yesterday.
Okay, no,
like
I
6
threw
days
out
after
the
Thanksgiving.
I threw out the stuffing. Yeah,
it wasn't.
Okay,
it wasn't
all right, Chris.
the
We're
best
getting the wrap up sign from Sam on the other side of the glass, so we got to go to the next caller. Okay.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, Chris. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right, Rob. Before it goes well, everyone else should be at the office, which is hopefully.
All right. Okay, so let's go to caller number 2, our person out in the workforce.
Jonathan with an O.
Jonathan, but his camera he's working, but his camera's not.
Oh no, how do I turn it on?
Oh no.
Jonathan with two.
Jonathan works
O's.
someplace very secretive. We can't see where he's working, but we can hear from him. So Jonathan, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Yes.
I'm not sure why the camera's not working.
You can hear him. I can't hear him.
Okay. Well, then let's just look for that. Most of our audience is not even watching the video, so let's pretend it is. So, all right, Jonathan, tell us. Am I guessing what Jonathan does? Let's see. Let me listen to the ambient noise where Jonathan is.
Yeah, can you hear the background?
Yeah.
Faintly. Okay. Do you work in a library, Jonathan?
No.
Okay. All right. You're gonna have to give us some more clues.
All right. Well, I work with a couple thousand people, and there's a couple thousand people around me right now. I happen to find the one place where there's no one else except for me.
Do you work at the MTA?
No.
Works with thousands of people.
And what kind of jobs work with thousands of people? Like a factory.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you a contestant on Beast Games?
No, not this time. Maybe next season.
Maybe next season. Okay. All right, Jonathan. Why don't you just tell us your job?
So I work at Universal Studios in Orlando.
Oh, okay. That's exciting.
I know. I wish you can see what's around me right now.
Jonathan came in on his day off to show
Yeah.
us Universal Studios.
How about this then? Why don't we? Could we go to the next caller and then have Jonathan work out his tech issues and then come back?
Yes, I'm good.
Will that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, that works.
All right. So let's Jonathan, just get the green light from Sam that we could see you before we bring you on. So do you want to go to our next caller then?
Yeah, if Cassie's there, let's go to Cassie.
Cassie. Hi, Cassie. How are you?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay.
I'm
Here's
clear.
Cassie, and Cassie appears to be. There's definitely a wall behind her, so she's not at Universal Studios. She's not working
Where's
for
the
the
wall?
MTA.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a cubicle.
In a cubicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is an office job, but the place is open 24 hours a day.
Are you working in the back of a 7-Eleven?
No.
Okay. But you're talking rather loudly to be in a cubicle, so you must not have a lot of coworkers.
I do. We just don't really.
Oh, they don't care?
You know.
How
Yeah,
many
I don't
people
care.
know you're on a podcast?
Probably like 5 or 6.
How
They
do
were
you-
very excited.
Tell-
They kept asking if it
tell
was
them that
live.
You're talking to a 2-time Emmy Award winner right now.
I will. I said no, literally my idols. So don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
This
And
is
someone
like,
who
a big
plays
deal.
between 1st and 24th on the Traders.
Yeah.
TBD.
Hey, if the Traders wins an Emmy this year, am I an Emmy Award winner?
Yes.
If the Traders wins an Emmy for Best Cast, you're an Emmy Award winner.
I don't think they give an award for best cast at the Emmys.
They should, though. They should give a Best Reality Cast
That's
award.
like a little bit more of a People's Choice Award, I think.
Yeah.
I would take a People's Choice
Okay.
Award. That's
yeah.
from the people.
All right. But Cassie, that we still don't know what you do.
So actually I work in a hotel. I work in the sales department.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I work at the Hilton here in Austin.
Okay.
And yeah, I've had other jobs. I've worked in hotels basically since I was 17. I started as a front desk operator and
Yeah. And you love
no,
it.
just never yeah, you know,
You're in
I don't know if I love it or I just am like
the three of us,
Can't
we are
get
in
away.
the hospitality business.
That's what we are. I
Yeah,
always say I'm
hospitality.
in hospitality.
yeah.
Yeah, my nickname is like people in my life is Hospitality Cassie in case it's like depending on which one they
rolls
get.
off the tongue.
Yeah.
Hospitality
Oh, yeah.
Cassie.
Well, they call him Hospitality Rob. That's crazy. You guys are like related.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you think that the Hilton in Austin, Texas would be a great venue for a RAANAP live show?
Yes, obviously.
Yes.
Got Richard, the sales manager, on the other side of my cube here that would gladly take your
Richard, the sales manager, on the other side of the cube.
Yeah.
The first RAANAP live was at a Hilton, right?
I'm not gonna vouch for that. I'm gonna
It was.
say
It was
that-
one of their it wasn't like the Hilton proper. It was like one of their.
Can I tell you that story gives me anxiety? The way you talked about breaking into a meeting room.
I wouldn't say we broke in.
We rented
paid
it. It just
for it,
yeah.
and
it
then
was
we didn't
after
use
midnight.
it, and then we just went to it later. Like there was no like, like imagine Akiva trying to pick a lock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one
We'd
hotel,
still
the
be
hotel
there.
I worked at before, it was a courtyard and they had like a meeting space and it was like an open air ceiling. So you had rooms above it and there was a group in and they had their breakfast like items preset in the room and they all got drunk and tried to scale to get into the meeting room.
Scale. Oh my god.
Like scale the wall.
Yes. Okay. So Cassie,
You know,
what
it was the
can-
Hilton Garden Inn, Rob.
Hilton
it was
Garden.
a Hilton.
Okay.
Okay.
All
And
right.
that's
Yeah,
probably a
that is
lower tier, right, Cassie?
That is technically a select service, but you know, all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hospitality, Cassie. Can you tell us a little bit, like, what are some misconceptions about your line of work?
So I can say one of the biggest things that drives me crazy in movies is somebody checking into like a high-end hotel and that the general manager is checking them in.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Is that like a Home Alone 2?
A bunch of them, like
Yeah.
even like Best in Show or like what did you guys watch? Like was it like Dunson Checks In or something? I don't know. It's just a bunch of movies. It's just like, and I'm the general manager, and it's like, no.
Right. Right.
No.
I watch a lot of TikToks where they tell me that you can get upgraded at the hotel front desk if you say like conduct yourself a certain way. Is that true?
You know, some front desks,
Yeah.
and I know when I worked at the front desk, there was sometimes like incentives if you upgraded people at the desk when they were checking in for you.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
So
Okay.
Well,
so
like,
what-
it-
Cassie,
like-
I'm about to stay in a hotel for like 35 nights in a row, right?
okay, that's a long term
And-
stay.
Yes, a long-term stay. And I always become friends with the people behind the desk, unless they're mean one time. I would like some advice for you. If I want the nicest room, because I'm going to live there for over a month, if I like slip, like I give them my ID, right? They need my ID, even though the corporation is paying for my stay. Would it be crazy if I like slipped a 50 in there with my ID? Or would they like that? What, you think more?
No, or do you like? Yeah, because I've seen this so many different ways of like, what do you actually do?
Yeah.
Well, are you a member of the loyalty program?
I just signed up. I have 0 points, but I just signed up.
So that helps. And everything like that, because usually if you're your loyalty and all of that, you're more likely to get the upgrades. But I mean, I've been places, it depends on what they have going on, if they have a lot. But I mean, if it sounds like you're going probably during a slower time, a lot of times, like usually the holidays is a slower time, so it is.
Well, I'm gonna be like the first person there. I'm sure we're gonna have the whole hotel, but I'm gonna be the first person there.
I always say, it's people ask some wild stuff, and you know what? I never.
Is it weird?
I
Am
never
I gonna get like red
what's
flags?
Wild stuff? What do they ask?
Yeah. What do they ask?
I'm like, just like, a lot of stuff about like payment, like, oh, like, why can't I just pay like,
At
not
the
now.
end?
It's like, do you go to a grocery store and like say, hey, I'll eat this?
Why do
And,
I
like,
pay
now?
Yeah.
I mean, like, a lot of people don't understand why they can't like bring in their own food, and
No,
bring in
I
your own
keep
food.
Yeah.
I do bring in a lot of food. Yeah.
Yeah.
we can bring it to your hotel, mainly like the
Yeah,
meeting space.
but if I want them to upgrade my room, okay. So what do you think is the best thing to do? Is it what like Akiva says, where you just like give them like, oh,
$50 handshake?
Here's
Is there any chance they'll flag me that it's bad, Cassie?
I mean,
if
you could use like, oh, like it's so crazy. I'm here over like, an anniversary. My wife's coming in like at some
But
point.
they're gonna know that's a lie. They're gonna see the company that put me up.
Say, oh, she changed her mind. Are they going to make you give the room back?
Well, and that's another thing too, is you can't. So you can't. Obviously give out a key to anybody who's not on your reservation, including like even if it's somebody who claims like they're a family member or anything like that, because that happened to a front desk agent where I worked at. That a wife came to the front desk and they asked, and the wife said, "No, please, it's my husband's room," and they gave her a key, and he was upstairs with somebody else.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. And then he came down and was like, hospitality, Cassie.
Well, I was not on duty.
Yeah.
She would never.
It was in the MOD report.
But, so is the move to give the person at the front desk money, or do you just say like, hey, would it be crazy if I asked for an upgrade for the room? Would it be crazy
to be honest, like tipping the front desk is not like a usual thing.
I'm not doing it then. All right.
Yeah, you can, but like honestly, I think like making sure you're signed up for the loyalty program, and again, if you're there for a long period of time, depending on what they have going on, I say always ask. Like, worst thing they're gonna say is no.
It's less likely that if you're there for a long period of time, they're like, I don't want to like lose the suite to Akiva for 6 weeks. Like if he was gonna be there for one night, I could see it more.
Right.
It depends, because like our hotel, like it's a convention hotel, so usually like they're like people who are here on leisure travel, they don't book the suites. It's mainly for groups, but we don't have another convention the rest of the year, so a lot of our suites are open.
All right. Okay, so hospitality, Cassie. What kind of like, if you don't mind me asking, like, can you just walk into any Hilton in the country and you get like your pick of the rooms that whatever you want?
So I do have discounts.
Yeah.
There's a special website and everything that I get to get my room at a special rate, and then and I have options for friends and family as well that they can be added to my profile and they can look as well.
Do your friends and family then hit you up all the time and it gets a little annoying?
So it was annoying when I worked for Marriott, because I used to have to produce a physical form every single time for them to bring to the front desk. But with Hilton, they're on my profile. Their Hilton Honors number is linked to me. And so they can do it whenever. And I basically have like an allotted number of nights for my friends and family. And kind of my philosophy is like, hey, that's on them. When it's out, it's out. That's not really.
What about points? Can we get some points?
Yeah. So that's the thing, is like especially like with your Hilton Honors number, you have to have one in order to like be linked to me and everything. So you'll get points with your stay. It doesn't go to me.
No, I mean, could we get points for being like?
Can I just like give you points?
You're gonna go.
I just stayed in Hilton for 6 weeks last year. I got a lot of
points. But you didn't pay for that.
They give you the point. I got points.
Yeah, and that's
What
true.
are you
That's
doing?
usually
You're going on
people who don't
on a
pay.
vacation with Hilton points.
If Cassie hooks me up, I'm there. I probably have, tens of thousands at this point, but it wasn't enough for like one night. My daughter wants us to take her to the Waldorf. The Waldorf is a Hilton.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
rate
like,
is rarely available for me. I check all
Yeah.
the time.
so
Because sometimes the rates aren't available.
that's not realistic for me, but maybe like a decent Hilton once,
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they have some great like resorty properties like all over. So, you
Yeah.
never know. That's what I do. I just like check.
Hospitality Cassie, was there any other hotel things you've heard us talk about on the podcast you want to correct the record on?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I was like the general manager thing bugs me. It really drives me crazy in like films and stuff, and it's probably happened where like they announce like the room number like so loudly at the desk. It's like you're
Yeah.
not supposed to do
That would never happen.
No, I mean, but yeah, I said like you guys like I know you didn't break in, you paid for the meeting room, but I was like, oh my gosh, like, it was so scary. But yeah, I mean, we enjoy it. My
Now-
husband and I. This is the podcast that we listen to together.
Oh,
like,
that's
every
nice.
weekend.
I was like,
Now your
if a
husband is
couple
above the
together.
age of 10, right? We're looking for our youngest listener.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He's actually jealous that his job did not get picked, and I'm like, well, I guess.
What's his job?
Oh, did he sign up
he-
too?
He did. He works at a print shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really know what that meant. I mean, I knew what a
No.
print shop was.
Yeah,
but
what is a print
It's
shop?
his fault.
what's a
obviously.
print shop?
Exactly.
Hotels
It's not
are
like
more
The
fun than
Office.
print
Yeah.
shops. No.
So, Hospitality Cassie, do you all have free breakfast at the hotel?
Not this one. A lot of the select service properties do, like Hilton Garden Inn or Hampton, but we do not here.
Because we had a story on News AF. A lot of people are sneaking into these hotel buffet breakfasts.
That's true. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. When I was at the Courtyard in Fairfield, which are both select service, the Courtyard was right next door. It did not have free breakfast, but Fairfield did, and people tried to walk over.
Yeah, they just walk over.
Yeah. What can
It's
you
crazy.
do? Yeah.
Yeah, these breakfast buffets, Akiva, I know you're probably not partaking, but it gets crazy sometimes. I stayed at a hotel in May in like Sam, where was I? Like Long Island City or something like that, and it was like mobbed at like 7 a.m. the second it opened. Every single person was just trying to get their share of free food.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And they get
crazy.
really upset when the waffle maker is broken. That is when
Mhm.
people are just over it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hospitality Cassie, do you have anything else that you wanted to ask us?
I was like, I think my husband mainly submits the ideas from his email. I had submitted one like a super long time ago. I think like towards the beginning of the podcast,
Yes.
where I suggested you guys be the marriage ref and you like kind of either like do a form and
We've
like take
wanted
stuff
to
from
do that
couples.
for a long time. I feel like
People never fill it out. Do you have something with your husband, or someone?
Yeah,
who
we've
does?
literally had this like disagreement that we've had since the start
you
of
know
our
what?
relationship.
Well, why don't we
Don't
just
tell
we
us.
schedule a time for Cassie and and print shop? What's his name?
Terry.
Print shop Terry to come
Oh, I
in.
know your husband is
PSP.
okay. Yeah.
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 So I was
and
like,
then
yeah,
let's bring
something
in.
fun.
Why don't you bring in all of the make a list? Do you have more than one fight?
I mean, I'm sure. I was like, we just have like one that we like still talk about because it was like when we first started dating, and
But
it's like
don't
and
spoil
we
it.
have to say,
Yeah.
yeah. I
No
was like, I'm not going to say,
spoilers.
no, we're not allowed to talk
it-
about it,
put
like
it
the
on the wheel
details without the
today.
other person being there, because that's not fair.
The
to get,
marriage.
like,
Yeah, and once we have Cassie and Terry, we could probably get one more couple or two more couples.
Yeah.
We could be the
Yeah.
marriage ref.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have specifications.
Yeah, and it's perfect because
Narrow-
then instead of like if you have to kick him out, it's like okay, I've got you a room at the hotel. You're
That's true.
you're not sleeping here.
I got you a
tonight.
long-term stay. You're not, on the street. Do you think
Yeah.
we solicit Mara and or Nicole's opinion as the marriage ref?
I think so. So yeah, I
Maybe
do think
Nicole
yeah,
can come on for that,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
it'll probably I'll end up in a fight with my wife.
Well, I'll be the marriage ref.
I don't want to
Yeah,
do that.
Don't
yeah.
listen to him. Don't listen to him. Okay.
What Nicole
All right.
says goes.
Yes. All right.
And
well,
then like one other one I wanted to
Oh.
say is, if possible, Conspirapod 3. That's like my
okay.
favorite
Well,
one.
that's it. We gotta see what
I know.
Antonio has to say.
I
about
know,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
But
All
that's
right.
it.
Hospitality Cassie, thank you so much.
Thank
This
you.
was
It was
such a
very fun,
delight.
Cassie.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you
Enjoy
guys.
the rest of your day at work. Okay. All right. Okay.
That's
go
a
back
real
to-
workplace. You can't even hear yourself think because everyone's talking so loud. I
Yes,
like it.
everybody's calling it the podcasts. Okay, let's go. Here's Jonathan, and
Hi.
Jonathan is
There
out
we
there.
go. That's Universal
okay,
Studios.
Universal Studios. Okay, I'm gonna put full screen on Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan, tell us what is this locale that you're at?
This is Islands of Adventure
What's it
here
called?
in Islands of Adventure.
Islands of Adventure.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Orlando.
Yes. Okay, and there's a roller coaster.
Got the
Okay.
Hogwarts Castle.
Hogwarts Castle.
You got the Hulk roller coaster. Dr. Seuss.
Okay, now is this part of the Epic universe?
No, that's our newest park.
That's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
right.
we
And I
went
work
to
at
the
the water
Hogwarts
park.
Castle. We went to the
But
Hogwarts Castle.
it is
with my
closed today,
family.
so I thought I'd come over here for the spirit of the podcast.
Yes. Wait, the whole park is closed today?
One of our parks, a water
Why-
park.
Why? What is? Because it's too cold.
Thursday.
Yeah, although today's a pretty nice day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay. All
I was
right.
gonna say we went to Universal. I've been there once since I was a kid, and and it was like the beginning of like the Harry Potter ride had opened, and my step grandma slipped and broke her wrists, and
Uh-oh.
yeah, that was the end of the trip basically. I don't think she got any money either,
Oh,
but that
what?
probably wasn't Jonathan's fault. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
so they
Oh,
have this.
Yeah.
We lost them.
Yeah.
He had
I
to
think Chris, the PR guy, told Jonathan, "Hang up,
Yeah.
hang up." This
He had to
is
go.
this is
Lost-
very
fucking
bad.
lost
This is
it.
very
You
bad.
think they like just slap like hey, here, take 20 grand, lady, never speak to me again? But I think their philosophy is tourists who are from outside of Florida will be too cheap to fly down to contest the court case, and so they basically dare them to sue, and they don't sue. Which
Okay.
is an interesting strategy.
All right. Seems like it's working for them.
Yeah,
All right.
I do like that
But-
Jonathan went to Universal today just to speak to us, but it's not working.
Yes. Okay.
Not
but
really
he's-
not really a commercial for Universal's internet, you know. Although I
Yeah.
guess it's not. They don't really pitch themselves as like, come here, record a podcast, you know.
Yeah. It's like Starbucks. Yeah, but come take your Wi-Fi calls here
Mm-hmm.
at
Should we
the
go to-
water park.
The water park. Should we go to Tara while we try and get Jonathan back?
Okay. Hey, let's hear it from Tara. Okay.
Hello.
Tara, how are
Hi.
you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Tara, you're at work.
I am. Yep. I'm in my house.
Okay.
Oh, you're
all
at
right.
your house. Oh, I didn't know.
Okay. All right. So here's Tara. And Tara, tell us about what you do.
I am the director of finance for a software company,
Look at
very
you.
small one. Yeah. And because it's so small, I do a lot of various things. So you name it, I probably do it.
Okay. What
Do you
kind of
restock the fridge?
software does
Well, my fridge, yes, I do restock.
yes.
Oh,
okay.
is it only from home?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Sorry.
So tell us about the software.
It's very boring. It's lending software.
Lending software. Okay.
Mm.
So yeah, this helps banks, or this helps people.
So alternative lenders like MCA, so like cash advance, private real estate, CDFIs.
Yeah. And this must be, you must be very good at being the director of finance?
Yeah.
Director of finance for a company that does financial stuff.
I actually am not involved in that part of it. Like I don't do anything with the software, but yeah,
Yeah. But if they're already in finance. They need
It's
somebody
true. It's
really
like if-
good.
Yeah,
doing
like Rob,
finance for them.
you're the director of podcasts at RHAP. That's like no joke, you know?
No joke.
Because you guys do podcasts. If someone's the director of finance at RHAP, it's like, all right, we're a podcast company.
Right.
Director of podcast, that's like
Right.
our level.
For a long time, at a podcast company, like, hey, can anybody help with? Does anybody know anything about finance? Like, you have a company that's doing finance. You need somebody really good.
you know what? We'll go with that. Yes.
Okay. So, Tara, what did you want to call in to talk to us today about? We were looking for people who wanted to call in from their jobs. What did you want to share with us?
I don't know. You guys asked if we were doing anything interesting this week. I'm doing a lot of interviewing, a lot of panel interviews.
What are you
planning a
interviewing
virtu-
for? You're hiring?
Yeah, we're hiring.
Okay.
Oh,
and when you
I like this, Rob, because yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, when you do a panel interview, are you talking to multiple applicants at the same time?
No, it means we've got like 3 or 4 people interviewing one person who's presenting to them.
She
Yeah.
flipped that on
But
you.
wouldn't it be more efficient, do you think, to interview 3 or 4 applicants at the same time? And then you sort of like, it's dog eat dog. It's like, okay, hey, why shouldn't I hire this guy? And he's like, I don't know. He doesn't seem qualified at all, if you ask me.
I think you're thinking of The Apprentice. So like she's the Trump in this situation.
You're the one who's always thinking about The Apprentice.
Yeah, that would definitely be more efficient for me.
Akiva is always thinking about The Apprentice.
He's always pitching. Let's
Nobody
do season
cut
3,
this
episode
clip
7.
out of context and put it up. Otherwise, Chris, the PR guy, his head's gonna explode.
I like that Tara does interviews because I interview a lot of people, Tara, and I'd like some good.
We interview people right now.
Yeah, that's true. But like for jobs, I'm sick of my questions. I'd like good questions. Then I'm going to give you one that I started asking that I like.
Okay. Is it what's your Family Guy costume?
I should start asking. I don't think you can ask about people's clothes on
What
interview.
celebrity death shook you most?
It's a good question that I should ask on interviews, but I feel like I'd let the answer to that question bother me enough to not hire the person when it has no impact on their job. You know what I mean?
So you feel like that it should be somebody like in the field, like if there was maybe somebody who worked in software that passed away.
Oh
like,
yeah, who's on your software Mount
Steve
Rushmore?
Jobs? Is he software?
Do you ask that question, Tara? Software?
I don't, but maybe I'll put it in the rotation.
Yeah. Do you have any unusual interview questions that you ask just to see how fast people think on their feet?
I don't. Hate interviewing, and I'm very bored by it. I mainly try to disqualify as many people as I can before, like, I even talk to them. Okay, like I don't like their font choice on their resume. Somebody had
What's the worst font?
It was
Comic
like a typewriter
Sans?
font. I mean, I've not gotten Comic Sans, but I've gotten typewriter font, which was a bad choice. So that was out.
Why is typewriter so bad? Because it's
Come on.
who are you fooling? You didn't write this with a typewriter.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, I didn't like that. Somebody's email was weird too. Yeah, it may have been a courier.
Mm-hmm. And what else? Somebody had a weird email?
Yes. And I don't want to dox them, so I won't say the exact one, but
Hotmail?
It was Hotmail, which was pretty much an automatic disqualification, but it was spiky brunette kid at Hotmail.
Kid?
Well, I mean, I'm changing a little because, again, I don't want to give out his email address, but that's what it was, which was...
that's not professional.
Yeah, I do know. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot these days, but I would see like lonelyboy69 at AOL.com.
Yeah.
Do you ever kick people out of the mailbag, Akiva, for having that? No, that email's not going to cut it.
I actually don't get the email in the mailbag, which is kind of a big flaw of the mailbag if I ever needed to email someone, but I don't have their emails.
Okay.
But I do think for jobs I do that. Here, Tara, let me ask one of my interview questions to you, okay?
Fine.
And then you let's see how you respond. Tara, what would you do in a situation where you did something really good at work, but someone else got the credit for it? How do you go? What do you do then?
Oh my gosh. I haven't interviewed in so long. I would probably do nothing, or on a call with them, I would say, maybe bring it up and say, so glad we could do that together, or so glad you liked my idea.
Yeah, they would probably be like, what idea?
Yeah, what are you looking for in that question? I'll
give you my answer. I'll give you my answer, and then because I want to see if they're a team player.
Yeah,
I think my answer is amazing. I wish someone would ask this to me. I say, I do so much good stuff that someone taking credit for just one of those things in a day, who cares? I got 7 more things up my belt. You know, I don't know if you're supposed to say up my belt. I don't know if
up my belt.
Up my sleeve. Up my sleeve the rest of the day. Who cares? They can take credit for the next 10 things. I don't know if it's true, but you got to like have a little bit of confidence.
Right. I've got plenty of good things.
Plenty of good things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good answer.
Yeah. I think I would I would ask Mike Bloom to write an article and on background say that actually, like, people thought that this other person got the credit, but it's actually Rob who did it.
Yeah. But it's like the most minor thing in the world. Like, who had this idea for for like a Brandon Donlin podcast, like a one-off Brandon Donlin podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Rob has to like leak to Mike Bloom. Actually, it was my idea, not Sam Moore's.
Okay. So then, Tara, what else do you want to clear up for people who have misconceptions about what you do?
I am not that good at math, actually.
Oh, well, and you're the director of finance?
I mean, that's what calculators are for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but are you a whiz with QuickBooks?
Yeah. I mean, QuickBooks, I can Excel spreadsheet, other
Yeah.
things, but I think people think I'm like adding numbers in my head all day long, which
Would you
I'm
go to
definitely
the what was the World Series of Excel, the Excel National Championships?
no, I will not go to that. I actually mainly use Google Sheets, not Excel, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Do you like it when Excel Shannon appears on the podcast?
I do. Yeah, that is very interesting. Good tips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any advice for Akiva and I?
Oh, regarding interviewing or
Just in
anything
general? Yeah.
No, keep at it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Tara, did we say where you were calling from?
Dallas.
Okay. All right.
Oh, a lot of Texans on the call today.
Yeah. Okay. Would you consider coming out to the Austin Hilton for a live show?
Sure. Why not?
Why not? Okay.
I meant to ask Cassie if she knows Paris.
If
If
she
I know
knows
Paris.
Paris Hilton or Paris, Texas?
Yeah, if she knows Paris Hilton.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's
Because,
still online.
Cooper Flagg, Cooper Flagg is like the #1 pick in the NBA draft this year.
Mm-hmm.
He never heard of Paris Hilton. And I was like, oh, the youth, they don't know Paris Hilton. She hasn't held up, like some other celebrities.
Okay.
But Tara, you know who Paris Hilton is.
I do. Yes, I am old enough for Paris
What
Hilton.
about Paris, Texas, though? Do you know Paris, Texas?
I've been to Paris, Texas.
Damn.
Not a lot going
Put
on.
that on the census, next census of like,
Would you rather go to Paris? Because I'd rather go to Paris, Texas than Paris, France.
I've been to both. France is much better.
Okay. All right.
Where's the AC
Tara,
better?
all right. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Okay. Why don't we go? Is third time the charm for
3.
Jonathan?
Hello.
Jonathan is back. Okay.
Oh,
Jonathan.
no. No, I
okay.
can't hear you.
Oh no. Okay. Did you hang up because you heard the story about Akiva's
step-grandmother? Not really a great advertisement for, come to Universal, you get away from it all, including the internet.
No, I think it's his phone. I think it's his phone more than it's Universal Studios.
I do like the through line of him not like being able to hear us. All right, let's get the next person on.
Yeah, let's go to. Okay, all right. Let's bring in. Oh wait, hold on. Is Jonathan Jonathan?
Okay, I can hear you now.
All right.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, we may have to cut a lot of this out. I'm so sorry.
Crappy
No, it's
phone
staying in.
Jonathan is back. Okay, Jonathan, what kind of phone do you have?
I've an iPhone 17.
Oh,
Mhm.
you paying for
don't
an
make 'em
iPhone
like they used
17?
to.
Yeah, maybe the universal Wi-Fi. Maybe
Don't get
may
it
not be the
wet
best.
at the water park.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
get it wet at the water park. All right.
Yeah.
So, what do you do at the water park?
So I'm a team captain of the attractions there. So just making sure that all the
Wow.
team members are taken care of and all the guest situations are being handled appropriately.
So you're like managing other people, basically, is your job.
Yeah, basically.
Right? It's like
Yes.
a Matt Lagori at Adventureland.
Now,
Yeah.
is there just one captain, and that you got named that as
You
like
get elected team captain. Like,
Yeah.
all right, everyone votes, and do you walk around with a big C, like you're the captain of the team?
No, I walk around with a black whistle, so you know that you're a team captain.
That's a black whistle is the symbol of the team captain.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's a couple of team captains, so it's not just me.
Okay.
But Rob, what I want to hear is
Oh.
you went to Universal recently, right?
Did I go to Universal recently? I don't believe so.
Oh no, was it Kyiv?
Did you
You're
go to
talking about when
Universal?
my step grandma slipped in.
Oh.
2011?
So I went to your competitor 2 years ago.
We
Oh,
don't say
okay.
that word. Yeah.
Mhm.
Disneyland or Disney World?
I was in Disney World.
Okay, so you were in Orlando. Okay, I thought that you had come to
you know
Orlando
what, though?
recently.
But maybe if you've been looking at my internet search history, at one point I was considering a trip to come to Universal Orlando.
Hey, anytime you want to come, I'll get you guys tickets.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
Jonathan.
now he's
Yes.
really
I
considering.
thought about
Okay.
pitching a podcast where you do it live from the park, but after the technical difficulties we've been having, I
We
don't know
might
if
have
that's the
to
best idea now.
record it ahead of time, and then we could
Mhm.
just, we could record it anywhere.
Go
Yeah.
on the ride.
What would
So
we
you're
do
allowed
at
in
the-
free any day.
Yeah, as a team member, yes. And then we're allowed to bring guests as well for free.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably a bummer for the people who work for you because like they have to see their boss on your day off. Like, I thought we were free from Jonathan today, and you're at the
No,
park.
it's-
They think
He's a
it's
good
fine.
No,
boss. He's a good captain. He wouldn't
Wait,
have been
Jonathan-
voted captain by the team
True,
if they
good
didn't like
point.
him.
They wouldn't have voted him captain. Jonathan,
No, it's
do
kind
you
of like seeing
interview
a
people?
celebrity. Do I what?
Do you interview people?
No, I don't.
Oh, because I had some good interview questions for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe eventually. That'll be the next step in my career.
Jonathan, what are some misconceptions that people have about working at Universal Studios?
Well, maybe not working for Universal, but a big misconception is that Universal is part of Disney. So I see a lot of people walking around with Disney merch on.
Oh, you feel like that
And-
they should not take off your Disney
Mhm.
merch before you even
Yeah.
come into
You're
my
at a
park.
Packers game. Why are you wearing a Bears hat?
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
I don't know if it's because they think that we're Disney, and
I
we're
bet
not.
they just went to Disney and bought the
They
stuff.
probably
and
were
then
at Disney
probably-
like yesterday, and
They
now
probably
they're
didn't think you guys care.
Do you ask them politely to remove their hat?
No, absolutely not. But it's a little cringy.
You should have
It's a little,
merch
yeah.
and be like, "I'll give you a free hat if you throw that hat in the garbage." That's what I would do. Throw
Yeah.
your Disney hat. It's good PR. Throw your Disney hat in the garbage. Here's a Universal hat. Great PR.
Do you ever go to Disney and wear Universal stuff?
And go like,
No.
Or
Because
would that
I
be
feel like
cringe?
I feel like people are looking at me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
you know, we love Disney, but I love going to that park. But we're a completely separate thing.
Jonathan, where are you from originally?
I'm from Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you end up at Universal Orlando?
Oh, well, it's somewhere I've always wanted to work. We used to come down here every spring break, and then I just had an opportunity to move down here, and I thought, why not? It's completely
Yeah.
different from anything I've ever done before, but it's the job I've held the longest because it's the most fun.
Yeah. How many years have you worked at Universal?
Coming up on 4 years now.
Okay, and you love it.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Okay.
great.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
the
there's always
number-
something going on.
What's
We
the
have different
best
events.
attraction at Universal, in your opinion?
It's probably the one that's right behind me.
What is it?
The-
Harry Potter?
No, the Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster. It's too scary, I think, for me.
Velocicoaster. A little
Yeah.
spooky.
I'm wearing the
What's
Velocicoaster
the-
merch right now, too.
Is it a Jurassic World theme? Is that what it is?
It's Jurassic Park right now.
Okay.
I think the one in California is Jurassic World themed. We just haven't got there yet.
Yeah, that's a very subtle. Is it Jurassic Park or Jurassic World?
Yeah, it's Jurassic Park for now.
Yeah. Akiva's like, I only want the Chris Pratt Jurassic World. I don't care
Yeah.
about
Well-
Jurassic Park. That's,
well, he's in
that's
the-
your
he's in the
dad's
queue for this
Jurassic
ride.
Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jonathan, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah. Well, since you've gone to a theme park before, have you seen any good family crash outs?
Oh, other than my own?
Yeah. How did your family do?
Did my family crash out? I think I was crashing out more than I think any of my kids. I think that we had some, crash out. I think getting out of the hotel room every morning to get to the park on a timely manner, and then we would have wait in line for rides. And then my older son was like, "Oh, I don't want to go on this. I'm scared." Like, what? We waited an hour for this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. You see that a lot. You see a lot of
Yeah.
parents getting upset at their kids.
Yeah, I think that most of my crash outs at the theme park were over the food of it always starts with, I'm like, hey, what do you guys want? And then nobody gives me a straight answer. And they're like, okay, what are we doing? And people are like, well, just tell me what they don't want. And nobody will just okay, we all want this. Great. Let me do this for my family. Like, it's just everybody just has a bunch of things they don't want. And what about this? What about this? How about this? No.
Yeah, it's hard to find the one thing that the whole family can agree to.
Yeah. Okay. Jonathan, can you have any good other Universal stories you could tell us, or we have to sign an NDA?
No, I haven't. Let's see. I've almost been attacked a few times by guests being upset.
You were
So-
attacked?
Yeah, yeah.
Why did they attack you?
Just following the rules. There's a lot of safety guidelines that we have to put in place for our attractions, and people always take it. Well, not always, but they take it personally sometimes. And there's
So
been a few
people are
team members.
breaking the rules, and you chastise them, and then they attack you?
Yes, but security comes very quickly.
Like physically?
Do you have a code for security, like
Yes.
Red Alpha or something, and then they come?
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is a radio code. They'll be there very quickly. So
Okay.
we appreciate that.
Who are some of the characters we'll see walking around Universal Studios?
Yeah, can we meet a character,
Shrek?
possibly?
Shrek is there, right?
Yeah, Shrek is there. He's over at the other park. In this park, you have Betty Boop, you have Spider-Man.
Boop.
You have Dr. Doom.
Is there ever two at a time, and you have to keep them apart, or no? There's never two out at a time.
Yeah, there's usually two out at a time. You have
Damn.
like Popeye and Popeye,
You got Popeye out
together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ever offer Popeye some spinach just as a bit? See what happens.
I haven't thought about that before.
Do it.
Yeah.
Buy like a cheap canned spinach tomorrow and bring it to him. Do
Yeah.
you sometimes know who's in the costume? Like, oh, that's my friend, the line. Like, she's in there, or no?
No. Yeah,
You
I don't
know who's in the
know.
costume.
Yeah.
I don't know who's in there.
Jonathan, did you have any mailbag pitches that Akiva hasn't read?
Ooh, I think I submitted some a long time
Were
ago,
they
but honestly,
bangers?
they'd be too cringy. No, they're
Too
probably
cringe?
cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've almost gone on the podcast a few times, but
Yeah, for what?
almost
What
worse
were you
than
gonna be
that.
on?
Who's My Honey? The Best
Oh.
Friend Finder. Yeah.
You were looking for a best friend?
Yeah, me and Will from America, we got matched up a few years ago.
Yes.
Oh,
And
are
that
you still in touch with him?
podcast never came out.
It never came out.
We haven't talked in a while. Well, because we both lived in Virginia.
Yeah.
What does he mean it never came out? What do you mean? I thought we did that episode.
No,
Hold
it never
on,
came
Aki-
out.
Akiva
We recorded
matched up
audio for
best
it.
friends, and then you did a whole
never happened?
podcast, and then Akiva forgot to put it out.
What happened? I
Yeah.
don't remember this.
What the hell?
We should do it.
Maybe nobody signed up. I thought
It was in
the very early days.
John,
Probably like in the
Jonathan and
first
Will from
20
America
podcasts.
signed up.
Yeah, and you're still best friends with WFA, right?
Well, they don't live in
Yeah.
Virginia.
Well, I
They're
moved
not
away
in
from
the state
Virginia, but
anymore.
we did meet up and yeah.
Yeah.
I do have two Jonathan ideas.
recorded
I'll
audio.
read one now, and I'll read
Okay.
one during the mailbag.
Okay. What do you got?
Oh no.
This is called Rob and Akiva are roller coaster tycoons.
Okay.
Hey, Rob and
that thing-
Akiva. My idea
I feel like we
my
did
idea
hear this
would-
one.
Did we?
Go for it.
Would appeal to all of your Disney Universal theme park fans. As someone who works at Universal, not to flex, I always think what popular IPs could be made into attractions. For the podcast, you'd brainstorm funny ways different movies or TV shows or IP would be made into roller coasters or 3D rides or generally themed sections. It's similar to they have Jurassic Park or Seuss Landing, for example. Talk about how they could make a Whoopi Goldberg theme park. What kind of souvenirs or rides would there be? I can't believe we didn't do that one yet. That was probably the next episode after Best Friend Finder.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that all these rides are like a roller coaster is a roller coaster. It's like okay, first it goes uphill and then it goes very fast downhill. But then all these other like rides or experiences are always
They
like,
slap,
hey,
like-
you're just going for a normal ride or it's a training exercise. Everything will be real normal. Like it's going haywire. Oh.
And then you just switch the
doing
IP
this?
every decade.
Yeah.
I think that they should do a very minor sort of IP, and I think that would be a good bit.
Minor
So-
IP.
Yeah, like do a whole park or a whole like part of the park, let's say at Universal, where it's like their least popular movie or something, you know?
What's the least popular Universal
What's the least
movie?
possible Universal movie?
Yeah, can you bring up the list?
Let's see.
By the way, I was just speaking the other day. I was speaking to somebody, Rob. I was trying to get something fixed on my computer, and I was speaking to someone at NBC Universal, and the IT guy on the phone was like, "Well, I hope they keep you on." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Well, I hope after October you get rehired." And I'm like, "I'm not even working in October." And he's like, "You don't work at Universal Halloween Horror Nights?" And I'm not. I'm not even a big
No,
Halloween
too scary
guy.
for you.
Yeah, too
And
spooky.
I guess on like the screen, he had me as a Universal Halloween Horror Nights worker. Maybe that's why nothing was working.
I think Ted is a Universal property.
All right, Ted, that's a good one. It's almost too popular for my idea.
It's too popular.
If there was a Ted
the
World, not
merchandise.
just one ride, Jonathan, but a whole section of the park
Ted
that
World.
was just Ted. I mean, if they had like a TED Talk, if they had
Talks.
if they had a Ted character, that would be like being offensive. That would be very popular, I think.
Yeah, you can see the
Okay.
merchandise for it.
All right. Well, Jonathan, I'm so glad that we finally got the chance to hear from you.
Yeah, and it's so great to meet you guys after so many years.
All right.
Yeah.
Take
Been a
care,
big
What
fan.
Jonathan.
Office World,
Okay.
Rob?
Oh yeah.
Not
We
bad.
also we covered all of the Despicable Me also.
It's true.
And Fast and Furious.
Yep. Okay. All right, Jonathan. Take care. Bye.
Fast and the Furious would be a good theme park, but The Office, I feel like that is so popular. They could do like an Office Land
Yeah.
or something.
Office Land.
You know, make some paper, mess around at the office.
Very
I don't
excited.
know.
All right. And then our last person to bring in, last but not least, it's Alon. Alon, how are you?
My dog's at the crib. What is happening?
Yes, what's happening? And I got to see Alon in San Francisco.
Yes, indeed.
Mhm.
That
He's
was-
alone from San Francisco.
Yes,
Yes.
but are you also working from home?
No, I'm
Oh.
at the office.
Okay,
Here
working in an
Meta.
office.
I know, in the flesh, in Meta HQ in Menlo Park, California. I live
Wow.
in San Francisco, but yeah, I
You
take a
commute.
special.
Okay, you're calling in from Meta.
That's
Wait,
right.
but do you leave late enough to get the dinner, to bring the dinners home? The famous
Great
dinners from
question.
Facebook.
Yeah, I used to. Then I had a child, and she ruined all my good times, just like across
Mhm.
many different
Yeah.
dimensions. But
When
yeah, no
I was in
free
San
dinner.
Francisco, I was invited to go to a lot of different offices. That was one of the things. A lot of people said to me, like, "Hey, Rob, when you're here, come to this office. Come to this office." I did go to the YouTube offices.
Okay.
Cool.
And a lot of the campus was under construction. I did see they had a very nice cafeteria.
Yes.
Did they let you eat there?
I could have eaten there if I wanted to, but I told Sam I wanted to actually go to
Because I have heard we have a Google office like a block
Yeah.
from my office at work, and I have heard that the food there is good, but no one ever invites me.
They have a
don't know.
panini press up there.
Mm-hmm. That sounds
at,
good.
at YouTube. It's like
YouTube,
it's like
you could
just
basically
like
make-
one line. and
Make
there's
your
just like
yeah, you can
hundreds of
basically like make
YouTubers
your own
waiting.
panini.
Is YouTube a
and-
different building than Google, Rob?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, like not on the same campus even.
I didn't get a map
It's-
of the
They
area.
didn't
but
give
I
you a map.
believe-
It's not
I
like
believe it's
Universal
different.
Studios.
I believe it's
I
different.
can confirm. I used to work at Google and YouTube. Like we just kind of circulate. Like
Yeah.
us tech workers, foot soldiers. We just go, from one company to
Yeah.
another. So I spent quite a few years down there.
Okay. All right. So can you tell us anything about what's happening at Meta?
I mean, what I'm working on is this thing called AI specifically.
Yes.
And what lives rent free in my head is the Rob and Akiva won't be replaced by AI episode, because I work on voice AI. The idea is like, if you're what I'm working on specifically is like, let's say you scroll Instagram, you see an ad for, I don't know, a beard care kit, and you're wondering, is the beard oil, does it contain jojoba oil, right? Probably that's the first question that comes to your mind. You can then
That is often the first question. Does that
I
have
figured.
jojoba oil in it?
Rob's always asking me that.
I
Is there
know.
jojoba oil in that thing?
Mhm.
That's constantly like what I hear on the streets out here. Well,
Yeah.
you can talk to the ad. You can have a conversation with the ad. That's what I'm working on
Oh.
right now. I don't know if that's
Okay.
interesting to you guys. I hope it is.
Yeah, that is that. If I'm talking to the ad, is the
Yeah.
ad going to tell me the truth?
Yeah, for sure it will. Like, or what it believes is the truth.
What it believes is the truth. Yeah, like
Yeah.
sometimes like that. Sometimes these things that they look very good.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I don't know about that. But
I think AI in general follows the George Costanza. Like,
yeah, if it's a lie, it's not a lie if it believes it.
You
But-
believe it, yeah.
So okay, so now I think that probably AI is a little bit of a hot button issue. A lot of people think it's going to be the greatest thing ever. A lot of people think it's
Yeah.
going to be not such a great thing. What kind of misconceptions do people have about AI that you don't believe to be true?
I mean, I think like AI is like it's coming. There's like so much amazing stuff that's being built, and I think a lot of really thoughtful people are also trying to make sure that it's not going to create a robot army that
There are a lot of thoughtful people, you feel like
yes, for sure,
like
yeah.
yourself.
Towards the top of the list, I would say, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's good to hear.
no, I really, and I'm not just saying that because I'm, here in the office. I really do believe that not just in Meta, but like across the industry, there's just like, a lot of really good intention.
What's your background, Alon?
To get into a place like Meta, you mean? I studied computer science at UC Santa Cruz, go banana slugs, and then I went to University of Maryland. But anyway, my dad actually got a job at Google in like 2011.
Yeah.
And he.
Are we talking about Nepo AI here or no?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a full-blown Nepo tech baby. He got a job at Google. He referred me in.
Yeah.
And then I got the job. And then I would walk around the office just minding my own business. Sometimes I'd see him and be like, oh my God, I totally forgot you're here as well. It's very, very odd. I don't know if y'all have ever had any experience like that.
I used to work with my mom when I first came out of college. I worked in the same office. It was a small office. It was not a big campus.
Yeah.
My first job, working with your dad is wild. It would be funny if you fired him, like after he got you the job. My first job out of college, I was a high school teacher, and I taught at a special needs school, which was in the school my father's a teacher at, which is a mainstream high school, but his program was like maybe for gifted students or whatever. And they were in the same building as me. And that was my first job out of college. When I would pass him, I would ask for $20 every time for lunch. Every time I passed him, he would give me lunch money. And the other teachers would make fun of me so much. And then one time, I bought one of the other teachers lunch because she forgot her wallet. And she paid my dad back instead of me, which always bothered me. Because he was always giving me the money. But so
I also asked my dad for money in the hallway, even though we did get 3 meals a day. But I just it's just, why not?
It's nature. Like, I'm sure my kids will do that to me also.
Well, listen, maybe Tara can get you set up on the app where you could borrow some money easier than asking your dad for it.
Absolutely. But if she could, I also have a lot of Google Sheets questions. So perhaps like 2 birds, 1 stone.
Wait, are you more math or science though originally, Alon?
I would say, computer science, kind of just like real generic, like, get your degree and try to get into a job around here.
Do you ever see Marquis Z there?
I have actually. Yeah.
Does he know you are? Or he doesn't know you are.
Oh, I don't quite believe that he's aware exactly.
Yeah. So
he probably sees me. He's like, oh, that guy seems cool, but like beyond that, I don't know.
I have two cousins who work there, or one I think doesn't anymore. And with their mom, my wife's aunt, came to visit. And when they were walking out, Mark Zuckerberg by himself with no security guard or anything, like walked right past them. And she said, oh, I'm going to go talk to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you are not. She's like, well, he employs 2 of my sons, so I'm going to thank him for giving them their jobs. Yeah. And then he's like, you are not going to go thank Mark Zuckerberg for hiring me. He doesn't know who I am. And I just thought it was like the greatest Jewish mother story of all time. Like, she's like, no, he's your boss. I got to thank him for giving you the job. And it's like, you should probably leave Mark Zuckerberg alone. Even though
was he going to get mad?
He wasn't going to get mad, but you also don't bother him. I would want to stay off his radar. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe low profile is best. Like, or that conversation, talk about, again, Nepo baby over here. That could be like what unlocks your career trajectory.
It's true. It's true. Like, remember me? I'm the guy who bothered you in the hallway.
Yes,
I asked you if you wanted me to get you a sandwich.
There's a connection there.
Yeah, the food must be so. What are the best perks? Because I remember when my cousins were there, the thing that they said, which always I thought was cool, was like that there was basically vending machines for tech supplies, which I always thought was
cool. Yeah. You could just like
phone chargers. You just get a free phone charger if you want, or a keyboard.
You want an HDMI cord, like done. A dongle for USB-C to 3.5 millimeter headphones, it's yours. Like you just badge in, you tap the thing, and you get it. That's
you
pretty sweet.
You can't take like 20 of them because you're badging in, but within
Yes,
reason,
exactly. The man is like is watching. Yeah, I would say. I mean, the free food is just like it is still after all these years quite outrageous. Like,
Yeah, what's the best thing they make?
Mm-hmm.
I had some. They did like a Thanksgiving thing, and the mashed potatoes. I was just.
Was there a draft before they did it?
I may have missed that reference. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that was earlier. Chris, the PR guy, had a podcast idea of drafting all of the Thanksgiving foods and also times of day that you would eat them.
Wow, that's like a multi-layer. What was the number one?
We didn't do it. It was
we didn't do it, but we were thinking turkey would probably go 1 if nobody else could have it afterwards.
Interesting. I would think a lot of people don't like turkey. I would let that slide if you're like really.
I would have drafted. Yeah. I would have drafted the Lions game. I think because like that's the first game. It's not always a great game, but like if you have to have something on TV, I don't want to get stuck with the Westminster Dog Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm flying to Detroit like in a couple of weeks. My wife's from out there, so I got my Lions gear and stuff. We don't need to talk about the Lions, but yeah, that's really good. I mean, I would say like the other big perk is like if you so choose, like you could absolutely like live your life here. Like you could, you can obviously eat all the food you want. You can go to the gym. You can have all your friends. Do you want to
what's the gym like at Meta?
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah.
Are there any gym bros at the Meta gym?
Oh, absolutely. There's gym bros, no doubt. Yeah, like there's.
Because there's tech bros.
There's tech bros.
Tech bros. If you're tech bros in the gym, they're by definition a gym bro.
Like
are there trainers that will help you?
Social Network, there were those two brothers that they were probably like.
They were rowers, the Winklevoss twins. Now they're Bitcoin rowers, but back then they were regular rowers.
I missed that.
Are there? Because we have like trainers in my office gym, but like you have to pay them. They give you one free one.
Yeah, I mean, what we have is workout classes, free workout classes, like a bunch of them. You just show up and you're like, it's 12 o'clock, or I don't have a meeting. I'm gonna go do a high intensity, hit class, take a shower, and then hit lunch, and then go back to the desk.
I did that at work this week. It was great. I went to the gym. We were busy. I'm like, I'm leaving, and I went to the gym, worked out for an hour. I felt great. I was very tired the rest of the day.
Now, Alon, what if in your office, you're working at Meta and somebody comes in and they're wearing Google hats and sweatshirts? Is that cringe?
Good question.
It's for sure cringe. Yeah, it's like it's frowned upon, I would say. Like,
but if it was a small tech company, that'd be fine, right? Because it's not a competitor.
Yeah, I would say like that's okay. That's cute.
They're trying to get on the radar, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's like maybe it's like your little brother startup or something. It's like I'm just giving them a little PR.
Exactly. Like a little bit of shine, a little bit of a spotlight, but don't come in here with like eBay backpacks. Like that's not okay.
eBay.
I almost think eBay's so off the radar that you could do eBay.
I just saw
that would be
trendy. Someone had an eBay backpack.
That's fine. Tell them I respect it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we've never done anything with eBay, Akiva.
Should we? Should we buy stuff on eBay?
I mean,
check
it on eBay.
We
probably should.
eBay. Yeah, I bought a refurbished vacuum cleaner on Black Friday. Dyson, great deal.
On eBay.
Yes, sir.
Does eBay have a lot of good Black Friday deals?
I think they actually
they're not even doing the auction thing anymore, right?
What are they doing? I'm not even sure.
Are they even doing auctions anymore?
I think it's all like cards, like sports, like Pokemon cards.
Oh, is that they're doing like NFTs and trading cards?
I think eBay is just 90% NFT.
Mm-hmm.
One of my goals alone for starting podcasting and really existing in general is to amass generational wealth so I never have to work again, famously.
Yes.
And I'd like Rob also to have that. Rob is welcome to keep the podcast going, but
what else will I do?
So yeah, of course. So that being said, you seem like a smart guy. How can you help us? What kind of company can we start that maybe we could quickly and with limited amount of actual work amass generational wealth? Do you have any ideas? Like start an AI company?
Yeah,
an AI company that builds AI companies or something?
I feel like, you got to do what you know. So I think it's got to be in the podcast space. Obviously not something that will replace you.
Well, how worried should we be with?
Okay,
now,
getting
you're
replaced?
working on products that people are talking to people, talking back to people. Like, how worried should we be that the AI is going to take over podcasting?
I mean, real talk.
Real talk.
I think, I think there's like a non-zero. I think there are AI podcasts that are like kind of getting some like listenership.
Joe Rogan said his favorite song is an AI song.
Right.
Yeah.
like scared.
I do wonder though, like, I think that they're probably just and also real talk. Like I feel like that as a consumer, like I think I could listen to something that was like informative of like, okay, I need to know about, you know, I would listen to, like, for instance, like we were doing like the Rugrats podcast a couple of weeks ago, and I could have used something if it was something that was like,
a 20-minute
a 20-minute
Rugrats
podcast on the history of the Rugrats. That's like
but
I
Rob, you couldn't trust that it was true.
you couldn't trust it. You couldn't trust that it was true. And I ended up finding a YouTube video that was like what I was looking for. But like, I don't know if people want to listen to like opinions or conversations or
Comedy.
interviews with AI. Like, I think that like, it's like, well, why am I even listening to this?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like most people don't. A few people do, and it's like if you can churn out 1,000 podcasts a week, you know, on like just like this, like, you know, like these niche topics, like I don't know, season 3, episode 7 of the Rugrats. Like maybe there is somebody who's like, or Doug, or you know, what have you.
Yeah, like
maybe
if I'm just looking for information, like I definitely think that like listen, like because I have done this myself with like Notebook, LLM of like, okay, turn this PDF into something that I can So if it's just me trying to garner information on something, I wouldn't mind listening to AI. But in terms of like, you know, what I want to hear people like review a movie. Like why would I want to hear AI reviewing a movie or discussing something like in culture?
it might be a Back to the Future situation where you're not ready for it, but your kids are going to love it. You know, it's like I don't know, I'm not sure, because I think that I think these things are. I'm not even saying it's good, bad. I'm not, you know, no judgment say, but these things are getting better and like more, you know, just like engaging and lifelike. And I think like I'm not reaching for these pods, but I think there's like a universe where there's like some, just like Akiva said, right? There's like all this like pretty good music out there. Like maybe the pods will catch up.
Yeah. But for instance, like, okay, I listen to a lot of podcasts about sports. Like, would I ever want to listen to an AI podcast breaking down the Jets game? Like, why?
Yeah, I don't. It is like a weird. It's a weird leap to make.
I mean, maybe I would listen to AI tell me who to draft in fantasy football. I might do that, but I feel like that's
but that's not like
research. That's
research. That's more mathematical than like you're not looking for art and humor.
I mean, would anybody listen to a podcast of AI spinning a wheel and talking to people at their jobs?
I'm sure that's
a robot. Then anything. Then it's a cartoon. Then anything's possible, and therefore,
or AI guessing how old people are.
Nobody would want to hear that.
That's ridiculous, obviously. Yeah.
So I don't know. But all right. Well, Alon, anything else you want to tell us from the headquarters of Meta?
No, life is good here, and I feel like we're. It was such an honor to join you guys today in general and chat with you. I'm a big fan, and I'm especially in between attempts to speak with Jonathan from Universal. That was extra meaningful.
Yes,
I wanted to know. Let me ask you a quick question. Are you aware of the existence of that the 32 Fans has a WhatsApp community, and there's a sub community called RAANAP Spoilers where this.
Were you aware of this, Rob?
Yeah. I am aware of it, but I feel like I'm not allowed to be in it.
Yeah, I'm not in it either, Rob.
Yeah, I know, Keeve, you're not.
I don't think it's for us because I think sometimes people are probably critical and they should be allowed to.
But
not that there's much to criticize.
Are the people that like get access to like, you know, after the podcast is over, does like Sam like leak like, okay, they're gonna talk to 5 people. Jonathan.
We might have done. Is Sam planting stuff with Mike Bloom and who's putting it in the group or something?
I think that's probably what's. I think maybe primarily it's just the second it goes live.
Mailbag is a dud.
Is this an active group alone?
It's a moderately active group. It's not like the 32 Fans WhatsApp, like the main.
You're in the main chat alone.
No, I've had like I would.
That's a
no
lot.
sane person.
Are you in the fantasy football league?
Are you in the 64 team fantasy football league?
I'm not. Like I was going to ask how your fantasy football teams are doing.
Not good.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I get too emotionally invested in fantasy sports, and it's not good for me.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot to activate. You know. I don't know, Mariota this week. Like I'm really upset.
You need to activate Marcus Mariota.
Come on. Drop the
Okay.
ball there.
All right.
He's in a command
Thank you so much,
Alon,
y'all.
thank you so much, and
Appreciate
take care.
It was
Okay.
very fun.
Bye.
Yeah, bye,
Thanks,
y'all.
Alon.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
So yeah, I'm not sure. Are you gonna stay for the mailbag, or we're gonna?
Oh my gosh, I would really love to,
I see.
honestly.
There's still, we still some people
I didn't
backstage.
even say. So
for the
I would
mailbag.
say.
Yes.
I would say alone, right? I feel like we say alone.
I say Alon. Is that right?
Yeah, this is very controversial. Thanks for bringing it. I was born in Israel. My name is Alon, but in the States, I go exclusively by Alon. So
Alon.
it's very confusing.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, I
and
would go
Hospitality
Alon.
Cassie is still here, and so is Tara. Are you sticking around for the mailbag?
Yeah, I can stay.
Jonathan, we couldn't even get him to stick around for the main episode, so he's not here
that's
anymore.
a good point.
And Chris has to go deal with some PR issues. So, all right, we're going to do the mailbag, and we'll come back right after this. Okay. And unless Akiva needs a bio break, we'll go right into the mailbag. Okay?
Keep going.
It's cool
Good.
behind the scenes. Okay.
Yeah,
I may have
what's
to
up?
drop, but yeah,
That's fine.
right.
Okay.
it really pains me to do that because I would love to stay.
Are you dropping now, or are you going to drop at some point?
I'm gonna text. If I drop, I'll drop before the song is over. If that's how you.
Okay. Well, I'm
do you
not
play
going
the
to play
song?
this. I'm not going to play the song live. We'll put it in post. Okay.
Then I'll just be quiet and I won't say anything, and then I'll drop off if I have to.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, y'all.
Okay.
I appreciate it. It was so fun talking to you.
Yeah, and you could say just intro. It's not that serious of a podcast. Okay. All right, mailbag number 309. We've already heard some mailbag ideas, and we're all ready to put. I already greenlit. Cassie is still with us. The marriage ref. I've already put it on the wheel. Cassie,
Nice.
did you reconsider
Reconsider what?
doing the podcast?
No, I'm ready to do that.
Can you ask your
What was
coworkers?
your husband is Terry? Was that right?
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you text him and tell him that, hey, good news, we got on the wheel?
I did. I was like, and that's the idea I sent in years ago.
Oh.
Yes.
Because he's the one who.
I'll read a
usually sends
Terry
them in.
idea also if there's.
Oh,
Okay.
you'd love that.
Yeah. See if Print Shop Terry has any ideas. Okay. But I'll go ahead and put that. Okay. Alon, you don't want to come on with your wife and have us settle any disputes, right?
Oh,
Maybe after you get back from Detroit.
exactly. That flight is too rough. Like with a 3-year-old, like, are you kidding me? Like that's not gonna go well.
Cassie, is there anybody else in your office that we could probably hear in the background who also maybe you could ask them after, like, is fighting with their spouse or significant other and they want to come on a podcast they've never heard of before?
Yeah, for sure.
We need to recruit a couple more people for the marriage ref. You know,
Yeah.
helps if
I
they're
have several
strangers.
people.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So I think that the issue would be in terms of like me and my spouse on this, that, you know, if, okay, you would come into the podcast, Cassie, you and Terry would come on, and then we'd make a ruling, and they're like, okay, that's the ruling. My wife is like, I'm not listening to some guy on a podcast.
Yeah, it's binding arbitration.
I don't care
is
what
we
he
said.
said.
You have to
You're
listen
still
to what
wrong.
we said.
I don't care I don't care if other people say that they agree with you. They're wrong too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's binding arbitration.
This whole courtroom's out of order.
Yeah. You'd have to make her sign some contracts first.
Yes. Okay. Tara, how are you doing? Are you still at work?
I am. I'll probably have to drop in a little bit, but I really like the marriage argument idea. As someone who's been married almost 20 years.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any issues that you would want us to litigate with your spouse?
We have an issue where my husband would like me to be a lot cleaner than I am. So we maybe argue over the rate at which things need to be cleaned.
Okay. Wait. So hold on. So your husband is the tidier one and is upset that you are making a mess, or it's not that he's upset you're not cleaning enough, right? It's not like
no.
It's like,
Like,
hey,
he's like, your car looks
my
like a
wife's
trash
supposed to be
can.
cleaning
even-
more
You're a
and
slob, is what you're saying. Yeah.
doing less directing of finance.
Right.
Right. We have different standards.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the opposite side of that.
Interesting.
And I'm not even messy. All right. Let's go to the mailbag. You ready for number one? Okay, well, let me bring the numbers back because last week I didn't have them because I had my computer monitor died. But after Black Friday, we're back in business.
Number one.
Anybody get anything good on Black Friday?
I already covered my refurbished Dyson.
Yes,
vacuum
you have
cleaner.
refurbished Dyson.
Yes.
Cassie, anything?
Some like a shower curtain. I don't know.
Shower curtain.
It took us so long to pick one
What
out.
kind? And is there a pattern on it?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Terry didn't want to get a pattern, and I did, and I won.
What was the pattern?
It's like a green butterfly pattern.
Green butterfly. Okay, that's nice.
Sounds like a marriage judge is needed.
It's funny. It's like we get along so well, but we have like the littlest things, and it's like yes, but like mostly we like we figure it out or whatever. But this one thing,
But I feel like that Terry works in design at the print shop.
So he does. He can design like wedding invitations and all of that, and
But not shower curtains.
not shower curtains.
Yeah. Akiva, you have a shower curtain or you have a stall shower?
We have it's in our room. The bathroom is weird because it's like a huge jacuzzi.
Whoa.
And then so there's like no.
You're gonna record a podcast from there with Chester?
I would record a podcast with Chester there. So it's not really used as a shower because my wife used it and I have to go upstairs to one of the showers. So I've never really, in theory, there is a shower, but we don't have curtains. So
Okay.
I wouldn't it would spray everywhere, which my son went in once and did spray into my bedroom.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cassie, I'm just gonna mute you, and then if you have anything to add, just raise your hand so we don't get too much of the background noise. Okay. All right. Number one, Akiva.
Yeah. By the way, I got on the only thing I got Black Friday was 6 months of Apple TV. And I have to. I got to watch Pluribus.
Why were you a big? I didn't think that would be up your alley.
I don't know. I'm still in the beginning of the first episode. They have no movies. It's just like 30 original Apple shows. There's nothing on Apple TV. It's Apple TV, and then the second thing is MLS. It's like, all right, I like soccer more than most people, but that's all I'm offering here. So I don't know.
Forget it.
There's not an ad for Apple. I think my rankings of the streaming sites right now: Netflix 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say
Max.
Peacock 2. I'll say Peacock 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm a
you gotta
Peacock
say
guy.
it, you know.
Actually, now that I think of it, Peacock is number one.
Peacock is number one. That's true. Peacock 1. Sorry. Peacock 1. I agree. Netflix 2. Max 3. Max is really strong. Then like a huge gap. And then Paramount Plus, Hulu, Apple TV last. I don't
Okay.
have Disney Plus. I don't know.
No
I don't know where
Prime?
that works. Oh, I do have Prime. I never use it, but I do have Prime.
Okay.
It's kind of
All right.
in the middle somewhere. I don't know.
All right.
Okay, so let's get an idea from some of the people who've been on here. So Terry,
Okay.
Cassie's husband, has sent in a couple ideas. I mean, there may be more than one Terry. He doesn't sign his name with his last name. But here's an idea from Terry called Rob and Akiva Explore the Mandela Effect. This may be from 4 years ago. I don't see the
Yeah, Cassie, does this sound like an idea that your husband sent in?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Does he talk often about the Mandela effect?
A little bit. The whole like Shazam, Kazam
Mhm.
thing, and
Well, it's coming. All right.
Yeah.
He says for this idea, you two and possibly guests discuss various Mandela effect phenomena. From the movie Shazam in the 90s that many people remember but doesn't exist, to the spelling of the Berenstain Bears and so much more.
Mhm.
Listeners can submit things that they remember, share memories that with others that aren't real, and you could put them on you could even put them on census.
Wait, and things
see who
that
else
aren't
remembers.
real? There's
It's like
fake
their
ones?
own Mandela effect. Like I thought this was a movie, or I
Mhm.
thought this happened in 1986, and
Yeah.
it never happened.
So I do kind of like the idea of people writing in fake ones also. And we
Mhm.
have to say, but I feel like it's so well documented, like all of the real ones of
Yeah.
like the fruit of the loom doesn't have a cornucopia. That wasn't
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
But if
It's
people
like
were
one Reddit thread, and you sort of know all of them, kind of.
Yes, but I do like the idea of people writing in with ones that are fake.
I do like that. Yeah, maybe we could make a form for that.
But I don't know. I that with all due respect to Terry, I don't know if there's a ton of meat on the bone.
Yeah, I don't know.
okay,
If
he'll
like-
understand.
Like the tofurkey in the Thanksgiving draft. Not a lot
Not-
of meat on the bone.
I'm not drafting a tofurkey.
Let's let it go to the 7th round.
We had the real hit of Thanksgiving this year was the corned beef. Our friend who made the Thanksgiving threw out a corned beef. Ooh, it was great.
Okay.
I would draft that first. All right, number 2.
Corned beef, the sleeper in the draft. Number
The sleeper.
2.
All right, this is from Jonathan.
Everybody's getting the sleeper after the tryptophan.
Number 2.
This is from Jonathan from Orlando, our buddy who dropped from Universal.
Yes. I like
It's
this is
called-
all of returning friends mailbag.
Yeah, it's an all-stars mailbag. It's
Tara
called Dog
is
Date.
shaking in her boots. Like,
Yeah.
what did I send in back in 2019?
I'll find it. It's called Dog Date. Similar to the On the Street episode a few weeks ago. I guess this was right after Tommy Guam. Listeners take their dogs to a dog park and they hit on the other dog owners.
Hit on the other dog owners.
It's problematic.
Yeah.
Does love form?
Get Chris, the PR guy, back on instantly.
Dog-
Red alert, code red. What do they say at Universal? What's the code? What's the safe word, Akiva?
I said red. I said red alpha. Or something, but does love form? Let's hope so. Select a few listeners to volunteer for this experiment and have them report back on the
Wait,
success.
are the dogs hooking up, or you're trying to get a date with
This is
other
a great
dog
question.
owners?
Are the dogs hooking up, or are the
like,
people hooking
yeah,
up?
is it
People are
like
going to clip this too. Us talking about the dogs.
Maybe
hooking
it's
up.
like all dogs go to heaven, where it's like that. Can
if we-
Rob and
if we do a
Akiva
shidduch
match
of
up
the dogs.
any pets?
Yeah, I like it.
Mhm.
Not a great idea. He says, I've always just wanted to be on the podcast. Oh, you had your wish today. I
Wow.
love you guys.
Yeah.
He says.
Yeah, does anybody have any dog families that they raise of like, okay, oh yeah, this is my
I got
dog,
the hottest dog in
this
town.
is this is his wife. Yeah,
Yeah. Dog date.
dog dates.
So you're
Any-
using your dog to try and
Mhm.
Tara, when you write in, are you Tara Teeth or is that somebody
No,
else?
that's not Tara Teeth.
You're not Tara Teeth?
Yeah, I have not written in before.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, fine.
No.
Because we have a lot of Taras, but
yes. Okay.
not your name. Okay.
But
fine.
Tara, would you like the dog date idea?
Yeah. Do you have a dog to go
Dog
on,
date
No.
afternoon.
go on a blind date?
I'm a cat person, so I would say no to that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Date?
It's
sounds
giving
also-
tofurkey to me.
Yeah. We had a cat. I took my boys to get pizza. I didn't even mention I'm technically babysitting right now. My wife and daughters went to a bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
And my wife said, you have to be home with the boys tonight. And I said, great, but I have RAANAP and I'm going to put on like a double feature of Netflix for them basically. And they can't bother me.
What 2
And
movies?
I don't even know. It was like Man vs. Baby they were watching or something.
Man,
I don't
that's
know.
with Rowan Atkinson.
I don't know. That's the first thing that was on when I
Yeah,
came
the
in.
sequel to Man versus Bee.
They switch a lot of they like to if they're not unless they're watching a movie they really want to see, they're constantly sort of yanking what's off Netflix like and going to something else.
Whoa.
Like you can get the boot pretty quickly when they're watching. So
Okay.
I am babysitting right now.
Maybe doing a worse job than Mr. Bean in Man versus Baby.
It is possible. But I haven't heard from the one. So nobody like,
Yeah.
he's fighting, he's doing this, he ate all my food. So
Yeah.
that is going well. Anyway,
Are
I
you
took
familiar
them
with
to
the
get
plot of the movie Baby's Day Out?
Yeah, sure. They love that movie.
Yeah. Do you think
love
you're
that
getting
movie.
Baby's Day Out right now?
No, she took the baby. She because
Okay.
it's not like a fancy thing, and also my daughter's like planned it, so she's like there is also like,
Planned it?
working. My daughter does party planning on the side while she's in college.
What?
She
She should
plans
have
a
called
lot
in
of
on this
events.
podcast.
I don't want her to. I want her to think her like real job is supporting me one day soon. So I want her. Party planning is good, but I want her to like do more like what Alone does. You know, like build some tech company or something, and retire dad at the age of 43 or 44. Hopefully, I
You
don't
want to
think
be a nepo daddy.
I want to be a nepo dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's realistic, and she's not
Well,
really. into
Alon's
tech.
dad got him a job.
Yeah.
He didn't just
Yeah, I'd
like
like to do the
wait
I
around.
mean, my dad got me that job. I didn't even mention when I was teaching with my dad. He also got me the teaching job. Some
Okay.
teacher like blew at his back, and he like threw out his back. Excuse me. And he called me the next day. He's like, they need a teacher, and then I came in and I was there.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3.
all right. Number 3. This is from Chris, the PR guy. What did he say his ideas were?
Thanksgiving draft.
No, but he said, I'm saying, what was his descriptor?
Bangers.
Bangers. He said they were bangers. So this idea is called the Honorable Robin Akiva Presiding.
Okay.
Good
This
day,
sounds
lads.
like the marriage draft.
Yeah. Good day, lads. I discovered RAANAP about 8 months ago and can't get enough. I don't know how long ago he wrote this email.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I consider myself something of a budding expert on the elements of a great RAANAP pitch. I've started amassing a bunch and finally
Clearly.
decided, Chris, the PR guy, today is the day you let the first one rip. So here it goes. The Honorable Robin Akiva Presiding is named the episode. Listeners bring their minor squabbles to Robin Akiva. It could be on air or via form. You decide issues and based on their claims and counterclaims. All decisions are binding, Nicole.
Yes. Okay. No, this is a good idea, but this is we
may
just
have
put
done
this on
this
the wheel
already.
today. This is a banger. No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't do this where we were judge.
We did the one with Allie where we were didn't we do that? Where we were like
Millennial judge.
Millennial judge, yeah, early on.
But I don't know. Did people actually like? I feel like that Allie Lesher was Millennial Judge actually an episode? Like I feel like it was, or was it just talked about that we never actually did it? We couldn't get people
Did
to
we
actually
ever
write
do
in.
Millennial Judge? You're saying?
Did we ever do Millennial Judge?
I don't know. Chris, he said he's a RAANAP expert, so if he was
Let's
still
see.
here,
And yeah, and if Allie's
we
listening,
did
please-
Millennial Boot Camp.
Millennial Boot Camp.
Allie
but-
knows we're both stupid, so it's fine.
Yeah. So,
I don't. So I think we called Allie the Millennial Judge. I don't think we ever did the episode called Millennial Judge. Although it's not
Okay.
too late. She's still a millennial.
let me see,
So
look
it is a
on-
good idea, but it's pretty similar, like you said, to the marriage ref. So
Yeah.
if the marriage ref's a hit, maybe we'll do the friend ref or something like that. The Honorable Robin Akiva presiding.
Yeah. All right.
I like the name a lot.
All right. Let's go to number 4.
Number 4.
So unfortunately, we don't have a Cassie. We don't have a Tara idea. There is one more
Unless
Terry.
she has one right now.
And listen, I've been listening for 8 years and have not submitted anything, so I'm not coming up with one now.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So we'll go from people outside the podcast right now. Matt from New Jersey has a
Alon
gripe
doesn't
with
have
us.
any other ideas,
Oh, Alon, you got one more?
I submitted 2 all time.
right?
Oh,
What was
okay.
it?
It just-
RAANAP-a-palooza? Was that your idea?
Wow, that's
That's a great poll.
That's a amazing memory. I mean, it was kind of like I started listening to RAANAP after the live show in Minneapolis.
Yes.
So, and I've always just been waiting for that.
Well, we're
next,
gonna go camping with the listeners.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that. When
Yes.
did that happen?
Yes, we said. Yeah, we're gonna. Akiva said he'll only sleep outside if it's part of the podcast.
Okay,
Mhm.
I like that.
Although maybe we'll just stay at the Austin Hilton now.
Yeah, now we could just stay at the Hilton. We got to hook up.
I like
Yeah.
that. I mean, my idea was either like a live show, obviously that's easy, but like as somebody who joined right around when Eric Stein came on for Groundhog Week, like there's some like, especially as we're kind of winding down.
Yep.
RAANAP, like,
By the way, Groundhog Day is now on Netflix.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
It'll be that'll be
Easy.
hopefully it'll stay on there through through Groundhog Week this year.
I love it. Yeah, my idea was like, I don't know, like there's, and you've done it a little bit here and there, but like kind of like an oral history of RAANAP, like how it came to be, or kind of like kind of like a retrospective of sorts.
Maybe that should be episode 360.
Maybe.
Okay.
We do get pitches like explain the jokes and things like that. all
Yeah,
the time.
exactly. Like references that like that I just kind of like vaguely like I've heard 1,000 times, but don't exactly like that was it. That's my idea.
My problem with finding Alon's ideas also is his name is spelled Alon, and in a document that's 6 years old that has thousands and thousands of lines, the word along, the word alone, like I'm alone in the house.
Yeah.
Can't, like 200 matches. You know what I mean?
I think I probably went with Alon from San Francisco, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. Thank you for listening.
There's
All right,
only
Akiva,
so many Cassies.
Do you have a
within
number 4 for us then?
I do. All right, number 4. So Matt from New Jersey has a follow-up. We were talking about the half-baked mailbag last week or 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Hi, Robin."
Half-Baked was another Universal movie that we could have.
You could do a like more of an adult theme park, and like you have a half-baked ride there.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Robin Akiva. I'm doing well. I wanted to write in defense of the half-baked mailbag idea.
F you, you're cool.
You're cool. I'm sure everyone in college was saying that. That was popular when I was in high school. I think this would be a good idea. The half-baked mailbag idea. I understand Rob's argument about the listeners in reality who are already sending in typically half-baked ideas that we end up punching up. But I would say for myself, there are a handful of ideas that I have heard the wheel that are half-baked that I have not submitted.
Okay.
Good
I
outlet
would say
for getting-
I would say to this I would invite there to be a half-baked mailbag. Okay,
fine, perfect.
It's not a full episode. If you want to have a half-baked mailbag of like start a thread of like, hey, what are some half-baked wheel idea pitches? Do a half-baked mailbag.
I like it. So yeah, if you're pitching and you want to do it just right, half-baked mailbag.
And maybe that could be on like a non-canonical episode week where it's like, okay, we can't do
He was
what
at
came
the
up on the
Olympics.
wheel.
Yeah.
So we can just record something. Let's just do it. We're doing a half-baked mailbag today.
Love it.
Okay. And then associate producer Amanda, let's make sure that we let's include that on our list of non-canonical ideas.
Love it. Okay. This is from Rachel Parker. And it's called Rob and Akiva's Late Life Lessons.
Uh-oh. What does it mean,
says,
late life lessons?
She's going to explain. This is a forum episode where listeners submit lessons they learned way too late in life. The more embarrassing, the better. So what if somebody said, like, I always thought the word flowers was spelled with a Z at the end or something. Like basically things that they, for whatever reason, didn't know until way too late. Like I thought Santa, I'm not going to say
us. This is Rob and Akiva's late life lessons, or we are learning
No, it's
from
the
listeners.
The listeners are saying their sort of embarrassing thing. We may have them ourselves if we think about it.
I don't know if there is enough here to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine if we got enough ideas, but it's a form episode where we're
Very
really
specific.
counting on,
Correct.
Specifically
Heavy
having
lift.
good things.
Cassie, would you have something for this? Like, I can't believe I didn't know X, or I thought X was Y until I was 17.
I mean, like the time zone thing, I think was it last podcast when it was like somebody was half an hour ahead.
Yeah.
I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know off the top
That's
of my head.
not so embarrassing. I feel like most people don't know that
Yeah.
there's time zones that are in the 30s.
I will say, we were watching Hocus Pocus the other night, and I tell the story because I watched that movie 1,000 times when I was a kid, and I feel like it was way too long that I didn't realize what a virgin meant. I felt like I thought it meant that you couldn't drive, and then I never understood how he could drive later
That's
in the movie.
from Clueless. She's a virgin who can't drive.
Yeah, so maybe they like incepted my mind in that way, but
Yeah.
I always never understood how he was driving later in the movie. So, and I
That's
felt
pretty
like
funny.
a little late.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just found this out like last week.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like maybe too long.
So that's a good one.
Not
If you
bad.
had 30 of those, that's a good episode.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Tara, Alon, anything that you discovered recently?
Definitely the
should've
time
known-
zone thing. Time zone.
Time zones?
I
See, nobody knew it though. That's not even like I
still feel I'm a time zone enthusiast. That's kind of the problem. Like I really.
A time zone enthusiast.
Oh yeah. Plus 3 to the East Coast, and then
What's your Mount Rushmore of time zones?
I mean Pacific.
The Big
I'm
Four?
just so partial to it.
Yeah,
to
the
be
Big
I love
honest
it.
with you.
Don't get me
And then
started.
GMT.
Football,
you got that.
you like football at 10 a.m. alone?
I used to not, but now again.
I love it.
Yeah,
Get used to it.
it's just
I
like
get it
you're
at
done.
8 p.m. and it's I'd love it at 10 a.m.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's nice. I'm into it.
Tara,
part
is
of the
there anything-
reason part of the reason I don't want to move is because I love the Central Time Zone so much. It is amazing.
It's pretty good.
And when I was
Eastern might be
growing
the
up, I was just
worst.
like amazed. I was like 9 p.m., 8 Central. I was like, what's that about? Like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
quite like why did they get the shout out? And
Okay.
that's where the time zone fascination started.
All right. Well, let's talk
Rob,
about
you
what's on
should
the
wrap this
wheel.
up.
Let's talk about what's on the wheel for right now. Episode number 310 is going to be next week. We've got season 3, episode 7, coin flip, guest choice, listener's choice, good year, irrational fear, ride along we just did. Guess the Canadian, Titanic, Pantry Raiders, thanks for the memories, the telephone game, algorithm and blues, Rob and Akiva read the lyrics, dates from hell, the don't do list, the Home Alone commentary, and the marriage ref, but it's not eligible for next week's episode. Okay. Wow, a dummy thick wheel. Are we gonna get to all these ideas, Akiva?
Rob, we got 51 left. We don't have 51. I was thinking the other day.
I know, but we keep
It's
putting
like-
new stuff on.
at a certain point, but we're far away from that. I mean, 51 ideas, we have like less than 20. So
Okay.
maybe when we get up to like episode 340, we'll start slowing down the mailbag a little bit, but not we're a long time away from that.
Okay, here we go. What's going to be next week's episode? It's going to be, what do we got here? Guess the Canadian.
Oh, that's
Now,
great.
our third consecutive listener episode.
A third consecutive video episode. But I want to say something to you, Rob.
What do you
Even though
wanna
I
say?
do think that's a fun idea. It is
gonna veto?
December 4th. We have 3 vetoes left.
Yeah.
We have not used any vetoes this year. So if you don't want to do an episode, you know, if you don't use it now, you may lose it. We only have how many canonicals left we have?
I think it's fine. That hold on. What is Sam Moore? What's your gut check on Guess the Canadian?
Rob's availed for next week.
I think that we can simplify it in terms of like we bring a person on and we're guessing if they're a Canadian or not. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be like a full panel of people.
That's what it is. I think it's like
all at the same
it'll
time.
be like this. All right, Alone comes on.
What is
Alone
Sam,
Canadian.
Sam is saying iffy. Okay. Well, so why don't we let's leave it alone. If worse comes to worse, we have to do something non-canonical.
Why are we leaving it alone?
That's hurtful.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, let's leave it. And then if we need to like push it back a week and we do something else next week.
Okay. Well,
that's
we got
fine,
stuff
right?
in the non-canonicals, yeah.
I mean, you feel strongly
We also have
about
to do Home Alone in the next couple weeks also, but that's not really
Home Alone.
Come
on.
I'm sorry. That keeps coming up.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Does anybody on the panel have anything that they want to promote?
Any plugs?
Check out
The Hilton Corporation.
Honors.
Meta Inc.
Mhm.
They need our publicity.
Tara, did you want to plug
The
your
idea
company?
of money.
No.
No. Okay.
The general idea of money. The Universal Studios and
Chris, the PR guy, and
Chris, the PR guy.
WFAN. Craig Carton is coming back. Check it out. It's 660 on your AM dial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Akiva, what else is coming up for you?
Plugs. I'll plug organ donation.
What?
Yeah, if people should donate organs. My mom this week, Rob, donated a kidney to a stranger.
For real?
For real. And I said, aren't you too old for that? But
Like,
I don't think
like your best friend Jacob.
Like Jacob. I'd like to hear from Jacob. We're almost up on Person of the Year coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, just like Jacob. I was talking to her. I said, this guy once thought he was my biggest fan, and then he gave up his kidney and he didn't save it for me. And now my own mother is also not saving her kidney just in case I need it.
Yeah.
And then she said that if you donate, your family technically gets near the top of the list. I don't know if that's true, but that's what she said. It was on her birthday also, although that was a coincidence.
Okay.
What about kids? Can you like you got a bench?
I do have a bench. That's true. I do have a strong bench of kidneys. I've just looked at them. I'm like, if I ever need one, that's 12 kidneys in this house.
And with all the Coke Zero that he drinks along.
Yeah, that's what my wife said. That's what please.
It's inevitable. Let's be honest. This is happening.
We'll do marriage draft for my Coke Zero.
All right. So thank you all so much for joining us here for another look. With all due respect, Chris, the PR guy, a banger of an episode.
Another good one. Thanks, guys.
Another banger. Okay. All right. And we'll see if we keep it going next week when we guess Canadians, or in 2 weeks. We'll see. All right. Thank you for listening. Thanks to all of our callers. Take care. Have a good one. Bye. This is RHAP. We know reality TV.